Hey, fam, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 10 of MiraStar Podcasts. The final episode of MiraStar Podcasts. Not just the seasonal finale, but MiraStar Podcasts' very last episode. It's been such a very interesting experience. This is an episode I've been waiting for, because I've expected it for the past 2 months. But alongside me today I've got Marvin. So Marvin, how you doing?
Good.
Lovely. So this is our very last episode together on the podcast. How do you feel about that?
Good.
How's the podcast been for you?
All right, I guess. It's been a journey. There's been a lot of stress. My stress level went higher than normal because of this podcast.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting journey. But yeah, this episode there's no particular theme. We're just gonna reminisce on the podcast and go back in time. Like we're gonna go from the origin to where we are now, like really. So this is how it will go. So first of all, Marvin, how did MiraStar Podcasts build?
How did it form?
Yeah, what form?
So it's July 2021 or August 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, it was August.
Yeah, thingy. It was August 2021. Yeah. And me and you were on a Discord call, just relaxing, doing whatever. We're just waffling. And I was thinking, and that's a miracle about if you got a channel here, you can take it somewhere and make a podcast. He was like, that's a good idea. Miracle's like, that's a good idea. I should write it down.
Yeah.
And then it started. We started planning. Miracle put me in the first episode, and then at the end of season 1, he put me onto his team of 2 people. And then we just built on from that. I've been in way more episodes. I hosted Dub Chirp. I hosted the game show at the end. A bit weird, but right. And yeah.
Yeah, that's basically a good summary of how the podcast started. So the reason why Marvin's in every single episode 10 episode is because obviously it was originally something he kind of came up with. So it'd be unfair if he only features in 1 or 2 episodes. It'd be a bit strange. But yeah, so that brings us on to the next segment. So podcast episode ratings. So in this episode, we're going to go through each episode, including the description, the person, and getting their involvement in the episode. If I personally enjoyed that episode, if we enjoyed that episode, during the episode itself, how was the planet, edit it, and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So firstly, Marvin, our first episode, MiraStar Podcasts, Season 1, Episode 1, getting into the school groove. How was that for you?
Good. I think that was all right. I was eating my apple. I was doing a lot. It was very, I don't know. It was very odd. Like just hearing year 7 me waffling about something that will never happen in my life. I mean, like I was waffling about self-defense about half of it. I mean, I did even self-defense in one part, and I actually won. Yeah, Miracle, I win fight. I'm bad boy. Bad boy Marvin.
Okay.
And yeah, it was very odd hearing me waffle about something irrelevant. And something that will never happen in life. But it did happen in my life, but only once. I don't care. We don't care about the episode. I was a big weird ass person back then. And yeah.
Right. So the episode for me, I sound so weird to how I sound now. Basically, from time to time, I will go back and I'll listen to the episode, and my voice is wow. My voice, how do I sound? Even you sound ever so slightly different, and you can kind of tell the voice changing, and it just comes to show how this podcast, we've grown with the podcast. We grow, the podcast grows, everything grows. Um, but yeah, even the way I formatted the description back then. So it says, "Hello and welcome to the first episode of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, I and hashtag MiraFarm member Marvin discuss some scenarios
Bro, not any family.
and advice to get you all in the school mood as everyone is back at school." I wrote first episode of MiraStar Podcast in capitals. Hashtag MiraFam member. So I've had this whole MiraFam thing since the first episode. That's why I've kept it.
Bro, so like that, man.
That's why I was thinking of changing it. Well, I was thinking of changing it once. But the reason why I've not changed it is because it's iconic to the first episode.
Oh.
So that's the only reason I've not changed it. Because Alex was one asking why he's called MiraFam. And it's because of the first episode. That's why.
Oh.
So what do you rate that episode out of 10?
All right. An 8 since it was the first episode. Iconic.
An 8. I'll rate it an 8 as well. Yeah, an 8.
Miracle, are we gonna rank this?
Are we gonna rank what?
The seasons and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll also rank the season. We also do like a season rankings as well.
All right. This is right now in first and last.
We won't rank the seasons yet though.
All right, episode 2.
Episode 2. So episode 2, one of my least favorite episodes, because my voice, I kept doing these weird, like sassy sounding voice changes, and it sounds so weird, and like I don't even want to do it now, but it just sounds so weird.
Right, I know what it's all about. I think this was about what something.
Relationships, friendships, and lifestyle.
Okay, that's a weird topic.
I don't know why I'm doing all that.
Yeah, that does not sound right. I was hearing him like sometimes. Yeah, I was listening to episode 2. Yeah, I was thinking, oh wow, like bro, I was like, oh wow, I don't care. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't care less.
I did not.
I mean, you with Natalie or Victoria?
It was with Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie. She's a good person, but during a relationship and whatever you did with her, it was a bit odd.
Yeah, it was a weird episode.
And I can't believe I can't believe this episode got like 60 views, like the most views, like nearly the most views on this podcast.
Yeah, they probably played it back to just like, look how it's just it's not a me favorite. I do not like that one.
I rate this one 6.5 because this topic I couldn't care less.
I rate it a 2.
A 2? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I did not like that episode. So what was it even about? So it says, "Hey MiraFam, welcome to the second episode of MiraStar Podcasts. This episode, I'm joined with Natalie to discuss relationships, friendships, and lifestyle." What a great topic. Right, I rate that 2. You rate that 6.5. Right, this one you probably like it, and it is episode MiraStar Podcast season 1, episode 3, football, history, music, and Minecraft. Hey MiraFam, and welcome to the third episode of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, this Teletubby and I discuss football, history, music, and Minecraft.
Yeah. Okay. Oliver, he was an icon in this podcast, in my opinion. He's an icon.
Because he's your brother.
yeah. I managed to get him in like 6 episodes. I might get not 6, but like 4, 5. I don't know.
About 4.
Yeah, so in my opinion, he's an icon for this podcast. Oliver. He sounds like Oliver, bro. His voice did not change.
True.
He still is the squeakiest guy who in this podcast. But Oliver, I don't know, the podcast episode itself, it's not bad. I mean, it might be a bit biased here, but it's not bad. I mean, depends how you sound though.
I'll probably sound different as usual. But the episode itself, while recording it, I didn't really have much of a problem. It was a fine episode. It was alright.
Yeah, I came for a bit.
It was an okay episode. No actual issues with it. Getting Oliver involved in the podcast was quite easy because obviously add a link to you
Oliver
and
was being
obviously
used. Well, Oliver being used practically as a thingy, as an emergency.
yeah. And Marvin, since it's the last episode, why was Oliver called? I know why, but why was Oliver called Teletubby on that episode? Why
Cause
did he hide his
cause
name?
he looks like one.
No, that's not why.
Why?
That's not. Basically, he told me it was because of people who might watch the podcast and be like, "Oh, Oliver's on that," something like that. So
Wait,
I think that's what he told me a while ago.
wait, what?
He told me because it was people, like specific people,
Oh
like
no.
seeing if Oliver was like seeing Oliver was on that podcast. So you used an incognito name for that episode, being Teletubby.
Oh
Obviously, he's
yeah, we did use an incognito name back then.
yeah. But
Yeah,
then
but my
after I
calendar
found out,
drifted away.
it was a bit of a weird reason anyway, so it's a bit strange. But yeah,
What was the
Teletubby
reason?
is Oliver, and it's the last episode. Oliver is Marvin's twin brother. There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. We probably get caught in by him. I could call him right now and get him in, but should I do that?
Maybe later in the episode.
Yeah, I'll probably do it later on.
Right. So, what do you rate that episode?
That episode was kind of good. It was probably better than whatever the episode 2 was. I mean, it got less views, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, episode 3 got like the third most views. In the podcast. I mean, I rate it a 7.
7. Fez. I'll rate it a 7 as well. I think it's a 7.
I think solid.
It's a good episode. Not better than our first one. But it's certainly, not a bad episode.
Yeah.
Right. So we got. I don't know if we really watched this one much, but
Victoria.
yeah, we got MiraStar Podcasts season 1, episode 4.
Let me guess. You did those weird sassy changeovers.
Not much, but the description says, "Hey Mirafam, and welcome to the 4th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Victoria and I discuss cultural diversity, specifically Nigerian culture." So that was the episode. It was
there was a lot of episodes relating to this. Like a bunch.
Yeah, a lot of cultural episodes. Wait, was there? Yeah, there was. There was cultural diversity, pop culture,
cancel culture.
Wait. Yeah, there was a lot of culture. This podcast talked about culture a lot.
Oh, jeez.
I guess embracing culture. That's nice, I guess. And I do not even know. I only realized that now. There's been 3 cultural episodes.
So culture is practically overused in this pop podcast.
Well,
but this is what started it off.
I guess so. So that episode, I don't know if it's really an episode you watched, but I'll start off. I think it was an okay episode. It was hot. No. I remember something.
What?
Basically, I remember this was my first episode where I think I ran out of questions during the episode. And I ran out of questions like 20 minutes in. Or 30 minutes in. I don't know if it was my very first episode where I ran out of questions or my second. But I think it was my first one. And obviously it was one of my first episodes where I ran out of questions. So I didn't really know what to do. So during the episode, I went onto YouTube. No, not to YouTube. I went onto Google. And I was just trying to look for questions relating to Nigerian culture. And I was... What'd you say?
I'm just going to Google search and went emergency thing.
Yeah, and I was genuinely struggling because I tried to keep the podcast going without delaying it. I tried to keep talking while searching, and I was searching it on a remote. And typing on a remote is not easy.
Yeah, it's so slow. Especially on a TV.
Especially while I'm struggling to think of what to say. And I can't find, even when I was searching it up, I can't find good questions to ask. I think I just turned it into a bit of a trivia, I think. But even the trivia wasn't that good. There was 5 trivia questions that I could actually use. So the planning of it was terrible. There wasn't enough questions.
Episode.
What'd you say? You're what?
Every episode.
Nah, not every episode. At least most of my planning is good, I guess.
Hmm.
During the episode, there was
Damage.
a bit unorganized. The person featured, it was okay. I felt like the person matched the category.
It went
What
from
the
primary to high school practically.
Yeah, and then I kind of enjoyed it. It was alright,
It was a shift.
but I rate it um a 4.5.
Wow, that's kind of low. I read out 6.
Alright, and a 6. Right. So now we go on to season 1, episode 5 of MiraStar Podcasts.
Apparently, back in like season 1, you said that you really like making this episode.
Which episode?
Episode 5.
I did. I actually really liked it because it was about acting, and acting is something I have like a huge interest in. So it did kind of like it was something I enjoyed more, and it was actually after Langdale, like basically straight after Langdale. Yeah. So acting, drama, and love your mama. Hey, hashtag MiraFam, and welcome to the 5th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Ashley and I discuss acting, drama, and giving you your daily reminder to love your mama.
Yep.
That was it. I like the episode. What'd you say?
This got a lot of views.
Yeah, I think a lot of the views. I don't know if it was from. I don't think it was from. But I know I did watch it like a few times because I did like the episode. Because I don't know, it's just a topic I really was interested in at the time, and I'm still basically interested in it. But yeah, I think it was a nice episode. What do you think?
I really liked it. But I'm a bit tired. I don't know why. But to be honest, I really liked it. Like the whole season 1 in general was just really good. Like this, like this episode was also like decently good, because if you like it, yeah, then there's it's gonna be a lot of effect going into the podcast.
Yeah.
So it's like it's more positive and like better. So, like just making you like talk about this makes it look good. I rate it. I rate it a 7.5.
Yeah, I rate it an 8, I think.
And both Ashley and Oliver returned in season 2.
Yep, they both returned to feature on the same episode, which is nice.
Yeah. Both recently good episodes.
I remember when I used to plan on paper, and then I used to just write questions down on paper, and then we then shifted to, remember when we used to go to the library after school?
Yeah.
And then we'd plan and print out papers and sheets. Sometimes, you mainly would get distracted playing like Darren and all that.
Yeah. Still got it good now.
Yeah, it was very fun though. I remember it. It was fun to do, and I like it.
Yeah.
Right. So you rated it 7.5. I rated it an 8. Right. Next episode, MiraStar Podcasts, season 1, episode 6. Hashtag mental health matters, featuring Chloe.
Oh, this one was very when it came out, yeah, I really liked it. But now I just feel kind of mixed opinion on it because now that I'm more aware, I don't know what to think of this episode.
Yeah, like Chloe was a good fit for the episode.
Yeah, she was.
But I feel like a lot of that episode was me having to basically learn from Chloe. It's basically like, obviously, because the reason why I chose Chloe for that episode is because Chloe knows more on that kind of topic than I do. So, what'd you say?
Miracle was getting teached.
I was getting teached. So, Marvin, I think you need to also teach you on your English, because I don't think teached. You mean taught?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think they need to teach you on your English. But anyways,
I got one.
What do you say?
What I'd like to say is good for me. Thank you very much.
Okay. But I feel like It was an okay episode, to be honest. Nothing really bad. The description says, "Hello, Mira fam, and welcome to the sixth episode of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Chloe and I discuss how were we?
Yeah.
There's a typo. Discuss how were we also talk about
my English.
discuss how were we also talk about self-love and how mental health is very important.
Talk about English.
Yeah, but like that was like a year ago. Like just like half over a year ago. No, that was like 11 months ago, 10 months ago. So you have no excuse. You can't compare my English to a typo 10 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a typo. There's a difference between typo and actually speaking. Right.
Typo. How do you know it's a typo?
Because I'm reading it.
There's typo. I need to type it like. I need to make type. Right, bro. Let's type that up.
Okay.
Everybody who understands.
Okay, Marv.
Everybody typo.
So this episode, I probably rate it a
I'll rate a 6.
You rate a 6?
I'm really sad about this episode.
Yeah, I'd probably rate it like a 6 as well, because it wasn't bad. Just no like pizzazz to it. There's no
surprise.
Like it was kind of easy to. It wasn't hard to plan, because mental health is like a wide topic. So obviously there'd be a lot of questions relating to it. During the episode itself, I think that was fine. The person featured and getting their involvement, I think it was quite easy. I think I just had to find times where they were available. And I think I enjoyed it. It's not like I didn't enjoy it. I think it was fine. So that's why I give it a 6.
I mean, I just don't know what to think about this episode, to be honest, because I don't know. Because there's one side and there's one other side. And I don't want to talk much about it because I could get cancelled.
Talk about what?
About this episode, because there's two sides to it. One's a mixed, one's another mixed opinion. So yeah, kind of want to about this episode. There's nothing really to add about this episode.
Oh. Are you ready for the next?
Yeah.
Podcast? Right. So season 1, episode 7, Roblox controversy.
What is this all about, man? I don't know what this is all about.
I do not know. I don't know why I chose Roblox. I feel like the reason why I chose Roblox, I didn't really play Roblox at the time either. The reason why I chose Roblox is because it was like a broad topic, as in it's like a game practically everyone plays. So the description says, "Hey, Mira fam, and welcome to the 7th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, where Yvonne and I discuss Roblox talk and Roblox controversy."
Yeah, but what was that all about? And why the hell did you do this episode? I didn't think why.
I feel like a lot of it was like linked with, I don't even know, because it was like a big topic. The topic was just about it wasn't trivia, no. I think it was Roblox stereotypes as well.
What?
I don't know. Like Slenders. I don't remember. I've not watched the episode in like months. I don't remember. Maybe one day I'll go back and I'll listen to the episode again. Maybe we'll go and listen to episodes together one day. But I do not know. It was a strange episode. I don't know why I did it. It was a bit random. So, getting the person was quite easy, I guess. During the episode, it was okay. I think this episode had to be recorded. No, it was okay. It was an okay episode. I don't know. I rate it a 5.5.
Well, once you said why you were bored from it.
What'd you say?
You once said why you were bored from this episode.
Oh yeah, I think I was bored from this episode because Roblox obviously isn't a game I play, so it's not really a topic I can just talk about for ages and ages.
Definitely, Roblox is alright, but it sounds very boring.
Yeah, Roblox is not a game I really play as much anymore.
I rate it a 4.
4. Your first rating that's lower than mine. Well done, Marvin.
Yeah.
Right. Let's move on to season 1, episode 8 of MiraStar Podcasts. Alright, this is an iconic episode for me, my friend. Gaming and rap talk.
With David.
Yep. So the description says, "Hey, Mirror fam, and welcome to the 8th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, where
no.
David, also known as DK underscore or ASAP Fakes, and I
What?
discuss our opinions on what we have to say about a few gaming style questions. In this
What?
podcast, we also discuss rap talk, as in general, rap and David's rap stories.
ASAP Fakes.
First of all, he doesn't go by ASAP Fakes anymore. Second of all, he doesn't go by DK underscore anymore. It was basically like, I don't even know if it was a rap name. Whatever it was, I don't know what that was. David actually does want to be in the podcast again.
Well, tough.
That's too late for him, yeah. I would have actually put David back in the podcast, you know. I actually would have done it.
Maybe we could do something else.
Maybe you can, Q&A.
ASAP Fakes underscore.
ASAP Fakes. No, it was DK underscore and ASAP Fakes.
Alright, now if I make fun of him because of that, I'll probably get banned, but still.
Disclaimer, he does not go by those names anymore. Just call him
Don't
David.
touch him up.
Or D-Say, or say. Just call him David. He's David. I call him David.
I call him Ishmael.
It was an okay episode. It wasn't bad. I had no problem with the episode. We both sound very young. David does not sound like that anymore. At least his voice has noticeably changed.
Yeah, I think David sounds like a grown man now.
Yeah. I think it's the first episode where me and the person's voice have both changed like hugely together.
Yeah. But
yeah, it was an okay episode. I didn't really mind getting David involved. He didn't mind. I didn't mind. We didn't mind. It was a nice topic to talk about. We talked about games I didn't really play though, like GTA. I don't play GTA.
No,
I think we talked about GTA. I think we mentioned GTA. But yeah, it was an okay episode. I didn't really mind. Yeah, I'd rate that episode a 7.5.
All right, I'll rate it a 7 because of the names.
Because of the names. Right. Season 1, episode 9. One of my least favorite episode of all time.
Episode.
Season 1, episode 9, Combat Bullying, featuring Grady. I don't know why I'm talking about bullying with Grady.
Thinking, now that we go back to the episode, Grady. Bullying. She's the one who bullies me. So I don't know what she's saying.
Grady's a world-class hater. So the description says, "Hello, Mirror fam, and welcome to the 9th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. And in this episode, Grady, with one brain cell, and I discuss bullying through online and in real life." I literally put "with one brain cell" in the script, like.
Bro, you should have put calculator stealer.
Calculator stealer. One day she just stole your calculator for some reason, and then I had to retrieve it back. Basically, I had to use food to make her focus in the podcast. I'll be like, "Grady, if you answer this question, I'll get you food. Grady, if you do this, I'll buy you KFC." Bro, why am I having to use food to get you to answer simple questions? That episode, I was struggling, bro. I was genuinely struggling.
What's this episode all about?
I was losing my patience. I was genuinely losing my patience.
Did you get her food?
What did you say?
So did you get her food?
No. That episode, I think she nearly gave me a headache. The only reason I did it with Grady is because I was very I had to get an episode done before the scheduled. Like I was down bad. Like I had to just do it with someone.
Combat bullying.
So I just did it with Grady really quickly because I had to get that episode out like the day before or like a day after. I don't remember. So I did it with Grady. And yeah,
that's a weird episode.
It was a stressful episode, and I rated my first 1.
I rate it a I would have rated it a 10, yeah, but when you saw my calculator, and then he tried offering her food, but he should have offered her bread. And yeah,
Burger bread.
yes. So and overall, Granny, why doing combat bullying? That's just the wrong episode to do. I rate that a 2.
Lovely. Because first of all, I don't know what Granny just sounded like. She was like she had one chromosome or one brain cell. That whole episode.
Chromosome.
Like, Granny, if you're listening to this, do better.
I'm
Okay?
not seeing my calculator.
And don't steal Marvin's calculator again, because if I have to retrieve his calculator back, I will then steal, I don't know, like your whole pencil case or something. I don't know.
Yeah, do it. I make a pay for it.
Make a pay for it, lovely. Right, so season 1, episode 10 of MiraStar Podcasts, the first seasonal finale. This description was quite long. So, season 1, episode 10,
No,
seasonal renewal. I'll read it anyways. Oh yeah, because it features. Oh,
God damn it.
Season 1, episode 10. Lovely. Hey, Mirror fam, and welcome to the 10th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. Also, the last episode of MiraStar Podcasts, season 1. In this episode, you see special guest appearances from Enya, Freya, and we also got Marvin back from MiraStar Podcasts, episode 1, Getting into the School Groove.
Okay.
In this episode, we also reach topics such as how school is going so far, cartoons, and more packed into this fun-filled episode.
Yay.
Whew, that was... After reading that, my blue test score is going to go back up. Yeah, swearing on this podcast.
What?
Swearing, I've never really done so. I've never swore on this podcast. I don't swear at all.
Wait, I remember a few times.
What do you say?
I remember a few times.
Me?
Yep.
I've never sworn on this podcast, and I do not swear.
I mean, non-podcast, like in real life.
I do not swear outside the podcast, Marvin.
Wait, Mirko. I'm gonna try this like I just get a eye cream.
Marvin, you know I do not swear. I do not swear outside or inside of the podcast. I just don't swear. The reason why I don't swear is because once you swear like a few times, it becomes a bad habit, and it's something you can't control. Because if you just start swearing at the wrong situation, it's just so weird and spontaneous. I don't swear because it's just not good and it's a bad habit. But yeah, season 1, episode 10.
So I don't know what he said.
Season 1, episode 10. I think Freya Freya was not supposed to be on that episode originally.
Yeah, she wasn't.
It's because we were doing it with Enya, and then Enya had to go, so we needed a replacement for Enya because she couldn't come back in time. And me and Marvin, we just wanted to get that podcast done. So instead, we called Freya. Why we called Freya? Long story.
Yeah, very long story.
Marvin knows all about that long story.
I nobody wants to hear about it because back then I was very awkward.
Yeah, so we called Freya instead. I have fine getting Freya, fine getting Enya. It's just that we're free. I remember when that episode you were planning cartoons. How was it to plan the cartoon segment? How was it? Marvin, are you sure you're alive? I don't think Marvin's alive. But that episode, it was a very Oh wow. Hello. Why did you just start screaming? Are you okay?
No.
Anyways, how was it to plan cartoons?
Good.
Lovely. Did you enjoy it?
Yep.
Lovely. So I think that was the first episode where you actually had a specific thing to plan. Which was cool, I guess.
Yep.
But that episode, it was our first finale, like seasonal finale. I was struggling on what to actually call the episode, so I just called it season renewal.
We weren't gonna renew it.
Yeah, I don't know why I called it season renewal. But live, laugh, love. That episode, it was okay. We talked about school. I love how we talk about school every episode, 10 episode, because it just it gives updates. I don't know, it's just nice. Like it's just cool.
And nothing changes.
It's cool. Makes me feel comfortable.
We should probably give like one final school update.
Yeah. Around around the end of this podcast episode, we'll probably give a few mentions about school and a little update on how school stuff are going. That'll be
Yep.
nice, I guess. So what do you rate the episode?
I rate that a decent 7.5 out of 10. 7.5.
7.5. Is it because of
No.
7.5?
No.
I rate that episode. I rate it a 7.5. Wait, no. Yeah, wait. I rate it a 7.5 as well. The reason
Why?
is because, wait, no, 7 or 7, probably 7. Because, wait, what else did I rate a 7?
Oliver.
Yeah, I rate it a 7 because it was okay, but the Enya thing kind of delayed it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
Yeah, so the fact that we had to kind of find like a backup, that was just like long and it's just like,
Nah, Thingy, I randomly just got an idea that we should get Fraser.
I'm gonna get Frey back.
No.
I thought you said you wanted to get Frey.
No.
Oh.
I was talking about the episode.
Oh, that we had to get Frey.
Oh, record wait.
But yeah, getting Frey into the episode, it was easy. Freya was on board with it. She had no problems against it. I had no problems against it. Anya was fine. Getting her in the episode easy. It's just obviously, there's a little delay and all that kind of thing. Next episode, season 2, episode 1.
What was that? Was that a pilot? No, thinking that was a Q&A.
Yeah, this is a very underrated episode in my eyes. It's not an episode I really look at. I even forgot I did this episode. So season 2, episode 1 of MiraStar Podcasts. Hey Mirafam, and welcome to the 11th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. Also the first episode within the MiraStar Podcast season 2, episode 1. No, within MiraStar Podcast season 2, episode 1. In this episode, MiraStar answers some of the questions MiraFam members have to ask him. That was hard for me to read for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah. I also wrote as a Q&A on Spotify. What questions would you have asked me if you had the chance? But yeah.
I would.
It was. I don't even remember this question. I don't remember asking people questions. I think. Was this your idea? Was this episode your idea?
No.
Oh, if it was your idea. Do you remember what 3 questions you asked me, or Oliver asked me?
Who phoned the podcast? Who had the idea to phone the podcast? And I don't know.
Well, I think you know the answer to your own question, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're the answer to your own question.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was an okay episode. It was how was it? It was fine, I guess. I don't really remember much of it. How long was the episode? It was an hour and 3 minutes, so at least it reached the hour mark.
Money.
I'll rate it a 6 because I don't really remember it, so it'd be unfair for me to rate it a 5 or below.
I guess so.
So what do you rate it?
I rate it a 7.
A 7. Do you know why a 7?
Yes.
Why?
Because I was mentioned.
That's nice. You mentioned in some of the episodes, some other episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Next, season 2, episode 2, living the foodie life. Hey Mirafam, and welcome to season 2, episode 2 of MiraStar Podcasts, the 12th episode. In this episode, I bring the dynamic duo Siani and Nicole to share their opinions on some food style questions.
Is that duo still dynamic?
Yup, they're still a duo.
Really?
Yep, they went out a few days ago. They're
Oh,
still
I
they're
think.
still friends. Anyways, yeah, the duo still exists. Yeah, dynamic duo, I guess. Um, so yeah, that episode, it was okay. It was a nice episode. Obviously, it was about food. I'm very interested in food. I like food because food is better than bread. Food is better than bread.
Bro, you said that in the
Food is better than bread. There we go.
no bread, Evan. Food.
Actually, to announce, I lied. In the game show, I lied. Bread is better than food.
Nobody
Better than
cares.
bread.
Nobody
The game
cares.
show, I lied.
Everyone cares about how bread is better than food.
So, Marvin, should we give a little background check? Because we always talk about food and bread. Where did this whole food and bread thing come about? Where did it start?
I don't even know.
Me neither. I do not know.
Yeah, that's my fun story.
I just know that I always used to talk about food. And then all of a sudden you start talking about bread. So realistically, food calling started first.
No,
Yeah.
no, thingy. No.
Yes, it did.
I take the cheese industry from you.
Okay, and that's why I'm taking your baguettes.
No, don't listen to my baguettes. Very big and long and chunky.
Oh, I'll take it anyways.
No,
Anyways.
I'm taking your cheese because it's nice and stiff and thick.
Okay, then I'll take your white bread.
Whoa, how could you take my white bread?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I take the chicken.
Then, okay. Then I take your whole wheat brown bread.
Right, so I take your whole entire food industry.
Okay, then I take your whole non-existent bread thing that you have going on.
All right, so you get nothing, and I get food. Thank you.
Oh, so you want my food? Okay, that's good. If you want my food, just say so, Marvin. I know
All right then. So I got food and you got bread. So right now we switch teams.
We switch teams. I will always be team food.
I will always be eating bread, bro. Bread on top, food on down.
Nah, bread down, food top. Anyways. Living the food life. It was an okay episode. I think. Oh yeah, I think Siani had to leave. I think it was either Nicole or Siani. One of them had to leave like around the end of the podcast. So I was just asking one of them questions. I think. But it was an okay episode. Not much to really talk about on the episode.
Who's Siani anyway? Who's Siani?
You don't know Siani?
No.
I'll get into that later. That episode, I'll give it a.
I rate it a
6.5.
I rate it a 5.5 because guys did not talk about bread.
I might have, but
5.5 because bread equal better than food.
Okay, Marv.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I rate that a 6.5, and you rate that a 5.5.
Right. I'll come back in a second. I need to get some ice cream.
Alright, Marv. Ice cream is food, and I've already talked about ice cream in that episode.
What is bread?
Nah, ice cream is part of the food. Ice cream just.
No, I got some ice cream. No. Bro. Okay, you know where it says that's up in my email?
What'd you say?
You know where it says about where I have stuff in my email?
Mm-hmm.
I just type in Oliver's password.
Oh, bless. That's nice. I guess. Right. Let's move on to the next podcast. Season 2, episode 3. Back to primary. Season 2, episode 3 was Christmas. Christmas, it was an okay episode. It wasn't really bad.
I planned it.
You did? Oh, yeah, you did plan the Christmas episode. The whole thing, right?
Oh, no.
Did you plan the whole thing?
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember you planned the Christmas episode and I planned a different episode, I think.
Yep.
I think it was
God
anime.
damn it.
No, anime was in a different season.
Miracle, what the heck? Miracle, your food is a scam. I tried eating ice cream, yeah. And the thing of the cone fell.
Oh, it's because food don't like you. Simple as.
No, it's not simple as. It's just that food is just a waste.
Nah, you're a waste.
Waste of space.
Anyways, season 2, episode 3 of MiraStar Podcasts. Hey, Mirafam, and welcome to the 13th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. Season 2, episode 3. In this episode, alongside me, I have Theo to discuss everything Christmas. At least your planning could get... Oh, no, your planning couldn't even get us an hour in. Your planning was not an hour long. It was 51 minutes. Anyways, it was an okay episode. Marvin, how was it for you to plan it?
It was alright, but I kind of felt offended.
Why?
Because, for some reason, Theo turned email.
They'll turn emo.
Yeah, but you can hear him. Like, bro, speaking like you now.
What are you saying?
Now, like, bro, this guy was so emo. Why was he speaking like you?
Why was he speaking like me?
Yeah, so deep.
His voice.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Marvin. I don't think I sound emo. Miracle does not sound emo, guys. Miracle sounds like a normal human being.
Maybe.
No, not maybe. Yes. Oh well. Right. So, what do you rate that?
A 6.
A 6. Why a 6?
I mean, it was okay, I guess. It wasn't that bad.
Was it nice to plan, Marvin?
What?
Was it nice to plan?
Yeah, it was alright, but a bit jarring.
A bit jarring.
I ran out of questions for one part.
Oh well. I think it was okay, I guess. It was fine, not too shabby.
Yeah.
I think it was okay, I guess. I'll rate it a... What do I rate it? I'll rate it a... I'll rate it a 6 as well. Nothing too special.
Season 2 in general was just a bit mid.
Yeah, season 2 was a bit of a mid-season. Like, I'm seeing 6... Well, I've gave 6, 6.5, and 6.
And 5.
Yeah, season 2 was a mid-season, to be honest. And then we'll also go through the backgrounds. Should we go through the backgrounds as well?
Oh yeah, season 1, decent background.
Not yet.
Right.
We'll do it like when we're doing season ratings, and then we'll also season backgrounds as well. Let me just write that down to remember. Right. So you rated that 6. I rated it 6 as well. Next, season 2, episode 4. New Year's and Memory Lane. Hey Mirafam, and welcome to the 14th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. Season 2, episode 4. Happy New Year's, in capitals. It's 2022. Thank you for your continuous support within 2021. In this episode, Mohammed and I take a trip down memory lane as we discuss some fun past experiences. How's that?
I can't believe 2021 was that time. I can't believe season 2 was 2021.
Yep. To be honest, that episode was like one of my favorite episodes.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. The reason why is because we just talked about memories in primary school. Like,
if only I was there. I'm just kidding.
You could have been there, like it would have like fit you. It would fit you as well. It would fit you. Like it was a really good episode. Like the reason why I really like the episode is because I remember during like filming or recording or whatever, basically, me and Marvin got into the second question after like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
It took us like 15 minutes.
That was really good.
Yeah, the reason why is because we were just waffling about our fun experiences we had in primary. Because obviously, me and Mohammed were very, very, very close back then. Obviously, we don't speak as
I
much.
remember.
We speak like every 2 months or something on PlayStation, and give like maybe updates or something, or maybe every 3 months. I don't know. Depends on frequency. But yeah, it was a very good episode. I really liked the episode.
I mean, Mohammed himself, like, he's a good person.
He's a really nice guy. Last time I saw him in person was like August when we went out. We went kick air.
When?
It was during high school actually. It was a few months ago. It was not actually been a year yet, or it has been a year. I don't think so. It might have been. I don't know. It's like about 11 months ago, a year ago. I don't remember.
We should do a high school reunion.
We should, We really should.
Yeah, but without all these bad people.
Without what?
Without all like the mediocre people.
The what?
The bad people.
Oh, the bad people. But this episode, I'd rate it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Alright. I rate it an 8. It sounds really good.
Yeah, it was a really fun episode. The reason why I was thinking of rating it a 9.5, but the reason I didn't is because I don't remember much of the episode. But yeah, it was a really nice episode, and I really liked it. Right, moving on. Season 2, episode 5. Do you remember who it was? Do you remember who it was with?
No.
Right, so NBA, Warframe, and Experience. Armando. The description says, "Hey Mirafam, and welcome to the 15th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, Season 2, Episode 5. In this episode, Armando and I discuss our rap, NBA, and Warframe, discuss our rap, NBA, and Warframe, a game series with him I have on my channel, MiraStar YT.
What happened to that series?
I don't know. as well as his experiences on MiraStar YT as we take a trip down memory lane again. So those 2 episodes, New Year's and Memory Lane and NBA Warframe Experience on MiraStar YT, those were 2 like memory lane primary kind of episodes.
Were they good?
They were fun. But Warframe, you asked me about Warframe. Basically Warframe was a gaming series that was in seasons.
Alright.
And seasons, between every season is a break. And this break is extensively long. The reason why is because I don't think I'm going to be playing Warframe anytime soon. Obviously, I have YouTube videos scheduled till 2024. So far, I've not seen any videos coming out in 2024 of Warframe. So next year, I don't think you will see any Warframe videos. But yeah, me and Amanda, we've not spoken in quite a while. Like, we won't speak much. I do want to speak to Amanda again. He's a nice little lad. I wonder if he's still short. But maybe he's grown past you. You're not that short though. But
yeah,
I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I would want to speak to him again. See how things are going.
Yeah, it would be.
But yeah, it was a nice episode. Me and Amanda rapped NBA on the podcast. It was a nice. I don't know if I should rap out NBA again, but NBA, it was nice.
I remember it.
Should I rap NBA? Nah.
No, not yet.
Nah. But yeah, it was a nice episode. Getting Amanda involved was quite easy. It was fun. It was cool. Well, it wasn't it was medium. It was okay. This was the exact same chair I recorded the episode on. Nice. Anyways, I rate that episode an 8.5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
What do you rate it?
A 7.8.
7.8. Why 7.8? How specific?
I don't know.
Okay, Marvin. Right.
Oh.
Marvin, that's my mouth. Calm down.
Oh.
Season 2, episode 6. Do you remember who it was with?
No.
Continuous climate crisis, featuring Honor.
Honor.
Yep.
Okay. For that.
Yep. It was very random.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey, fam, and welcome to the 16th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, Season 2, Episode 6. In this episode, Honor and I talk about the continuous climate crisis going on around the world. Right. So, the reason why
yeah. What kind of NPC?
NPC? Not necessarily, because a lot of our episodes are also quite NPC as well.
Yeah, they were.
Like cartoons, no one really watches cartoons anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
So, like even at the time of the episode, I didn't watch cartoons. It was you who watched cartoons. But yeah, it was an okay episode. I didn't really have a problem with it. The reason why I chose Honor was because I had no one else to really do it with in mind, and I couldn't really think of anyone else.
Yeah, but Honor.
Yeah, it was fine. She even wanted to do it again, like after doing the episode.
Too late.
A bit late for that, but yeah, it was a normal episode. It was calm, nothing really bad, no complaints. It was okay. She wanted to do it at the end. But yeah, it was okay. So I'd rate it a 7. Nothing too special. The only reason I'm rating a 7 is because it was a bit like, not rushed, but the person was rushed, as in, it was my only option. Well, not my only option, but it was the option I had in my mind.
I rate it a 5.5. It was mid. I remember it.
So I just realized with our ratings, right? Because I'm writing our ratings down. Basically, at first, you were rating the podcasts higher than I did, and then after we started rating the same numbers, and then after now all my ratings are higher than yours.
Yeah, because season 2 was not really good season.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, it wasn't like. It wasn't all that, to be honest. It was quite mid. I'd agree. Right. Season 2, episode 8. No, season 2, episode 7. Sorry.
Who's that with? I don't even know. Leanne? Maybe.
Let me check. Nobody.
Oh my god.
And this is one of my least favorite planned episodes. The episode itself was okay, but planned, I didn't like it.
Because
nobody was available. So I felt like I had to do the episode by myself. Because back then, I didn't really. Why didn't I just do 2 people? I should have just done someone for my previous episode. I don't know. Anyways, season 2 episode.
If I just told us that season 2 is just a mid season. Yeah. Miracle, I need to do more things. I need to go to the toilet. I'll come back in a sec.
Alright, so season 2, episode 7. So yeah, season 2, episode 7. It was a bit of a mid. It was a really bad episode when it comes to planning.
I mean, you did it on racism.
No, it was about social media.
Oh.
Season 2, episode 7 was a bad episode in terms of planning. The description says, "Hey, fam, and welcome to the 17th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, Season 2, Episode 7. In this episode, it's a MiraStar only, in brackets, MO episode, meaning the episode doesn't feature anyone else but the main man, MiraStar himself. This MO episode talks about social media addictions, problems, etc. So yeah, that was the episode, I guess.
Right, that's a weird episode. Like, you by yourself is just kind of an excuse.
Yeah, I named it a MiraStar only episode, but realistically, let me confirm. The whole MiraStar only thing, I don't like that. It was only because I couldn't find a person in time. It's not because I wanted to do it by myself, because basically I covered it up saying the reason why I did it by myself is because it was a serious topic. I think that's what I said.
So what about racism? Did you do that by yourself as well?
I think so.
What about mental health? Did you do that by yourself?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you got an excuse.
But I think that's what I said. I'm not sure if that's what I said, but I think so. But yeah, this episode, it had alright questions, but I feel like because of the planning and the fact that obviously I wasn't asking the questions to anyone but myself, like I'm planning questions to ask out to myself. It sounds quite weird. I have to rate it a 4.
Alright.
So what do you rate it?
That's a weird episode. What's the next episode?
What do you say?
What's the next episode?
Well, what's your ranking on this episode?
Oh, 3.
Great. Lower than mine for some reason.
Racism.
What do you say?
Is the next one racism?
Yes.
And is that the only episode?
Yup. Since you're very eager for me to go on to the next episode, it is a MiraStar only episode.
Yeah, that's 2. Why? Bro, toodaloo.
I don't know if that will get demonetized, but I don't really know or care. But yeah.
So basically, we ran out of people.
Yeah, and season 2 was one of those episodes where I felt like it was rushed and I had to get people quickly. It was one of my most unorganized seasons, I'd say.
Yeah, cut season 2.
Yeah. But yeah. At least the description for this one says, "Hey, my fam, and welcome to the 18th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, Season 2, Episode 8. In this episode, I am discussing the very serious topic, racism. This is another MiraStar only episode."
What an excuse to cover an extreme topic, so that you can get views and be lazy.
I don't know if saying it's a serious topic would get me views, but
we might, just because you're gonna support it. It'll make everyone think that they're gonna do some more movement for it. That's my theory.
But this episode, it was okay in terms of questions, I think. But obviously, due to the whole MiraStar only, blah 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 blah, I will have to rate it a 4 as well.
Yeah, that's a 2 for me.
Even lower for some reason. Why'd that go lower?
Because I don't like MO episodes.
Okay, but the other one was a 3 and it was an MO episode.
Oh, because there's 2 in a row.
Oh. 4 and 2. In fact, yeah, I'll rate that at 3. I'll rate that at 3 as well. I'll rate it at 3. This one you rate at 2. Right, so the next one, Season 2, Episode 9. This one was a nice episode. I like this one. Do you remember who it was with?
The last one.
Season 2, Episode 9.
Season 2, 9. I don't know. Me?
No. A World of Video Games.
Lucas.
Yep. Hey, fam, and welcome to the 19th episode of MiraStar Podcasts, Season 2, Episode 9. In this episode, Lucas and I discuss more about the video games world, console wars, gaming companies, etc.
Okay.
It was nice. It was a nice episode. What did you say?
I planned this one as well.
Yeah, I think you did plan this one. It was a nice episode. Another one of your plannings that did not reach the hour mark. It was.
But if I'm honest, I watched the whole episode.
You did?
Yeah.
From 0 minutes to 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, paying 100% attention to it.
Yeah.
Did you pause it?
No. I mean, I did just to check, like, the description or something.
Oh, wow. So you full watched the episode? Wow.
Yeah.
On YouTube,
No.
right?
Yeah. I was like,
Damn. Did you like it?
yeah.
That's nice. At least it's good to, like, watch it knowing you planned the whole episode. That's how I feel watching most of my podcasts. But yeah, that's really cool. What do you rate that episode?
I rated it a 7.55. This is like one of the best episodes of season 2.
Yeah.
Like episode 3, 4, and episode 4, 5, and 9 are one of the best episodes. And season 4, 5, 9, and 10.
Let me just 4, 5, 9, and 10. Yeah, I'd agree. This one I'll probably rate it a 7.5 as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So, season 10. I mean, episode 10.
Season 2, episode 10. Yeah.
I remember we did it with Mercy, I think.
Let's check. Yeah, Mercy.
Yeah, that one was a good episode. I feel like that one was a great episode.
This was one of our best episodes and longest episode. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Very good episode. We were talking a lot. I remember I was walking up and down while recording this episode because of how long it was. I was tired of sitting down. So it was a really good episode. 2 hours, like nearly 2 hours and a half. So we must have had a lot to talk about. It was good. It was in depth. You know, it was nice, I guess. It was cool. I liked it. Very long though. That episode I'd rate it a. I rate it
a 8. I mean, it's not, in my opinion, episode 1 is better, even if I rate it the same. Episode 1 is still better.
Like season, it's more athletic, I guess. So both 8s. Right.
Well, we could have got Mercy for more.
We could have got Mercy for more. I feel like again that was quite easy. Like it wasn't that hard. I'll read the description. It's quite long, but find out.
Yeah.
Hey, Mir fam, and welcome to the 20th episode of MiraStar Podcasts. Season 2, episode 10. This episode is a fun and fantastic one, as it is the last season 2 episode, in capitals, to close off season 2 in style. I've brought along Mercy as well as a regular MiraFam member.
I'm not your family.
What are you saying?
Bro, I'm not your family. I'm not your cousin.
You're a cousin, Marvin. As long as a regular MiraFam member,
Mark. White.
Thank you for the continuous MiraStar Podcast Season 2 support. I don't even support Season 2 myself.
Yeah.
Just reviewing it, it was not one of the top seasons I had to offer. It wasn't good enough. Right. Next season. Next season. Right. So, Season 3, Episode 1. This was the first pilot.
The pilot thing was actually kind of good. Even if I came up with it.
Did you? Oh yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
You always come up with these season 1 things. Episode 1 things. But yeah,
we used it as a slack.
Yeah, like it was basically like we had to plan less episodes, so it practically made it easier for us. That's one of the main reasons we did the whole pilot thing.
Yeah.
Because less episodes to plan, less people to get, less stress on my head.
Yeah.
They were hard, to be honest.
Yeah, you think that would mean some big stress on your forehead.
Yeah, and Marvin's forehead would stop growing after this pilot idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's still big, but
it's still kind of normal. Ignore the holidays.
That's love life. But the whole pilot thing was, we mentioned how, like, what would happen this season, the episodes, some of the topic teasers, like some of the topics / what they might be.
I watched all the pilots, by the way.
Oh, Me too.
Yeah, because actually kind of good. It's because it was short and nice.
Yeah, short, nice, got to the point. 5 minutes, simple, cool. So this one says, "Hey, Mir fam, and welcome to the 21st episode of MiraStar Podcast. MiraStar Podcasts, also the debut episode of MiraStar Podcasts Season 3. This episode is a pilot episode, so there's no particular theme. This is basically a trailer giving you a taster of Season 3. Side note, Season 3 does not end August 6th. Because I think in the podcast I said it would end August 6th, and it didn't. Because I just rechecked it, and it didn't. So I had to add that in description in brackets. That's just a little disclaimer. But yeah, what do you think of also the on YouTube, the teasers,
The what?
the teasers, like for example, Season 5, August 16th, for example.
Oh,
What did you think of those?
I think that was alright. But to be honest, I didn't really pay much attention to it because I knew it was gonna come out even less. But to be honest, we could have made the podcast shorter. We could have ended this a year ago, but you tend to make some big gaps.
I could have, but the big gaps, they're nice. At least after this episode, MiraStar Podcast is gonna have the biggest gap it's ever had.
Yeah, and it's never gonna end.
Yeah.
Well, unless me and Miracle come up with something new.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something we might talk about at the end, maybe.
Teaser or possible new renewal.
Yeah.
But not numerous podcasts. We're not. To be honest, we're not doing another new of this Anchor thing or Spotify podcasters.
Yeah, like me and Marvin, we could have another podcast, like a shared podcast. But the thing is, we don't know if it'd be on. I don't think it'd be on MiraStar Podcasts.
We can make our own studio out of in my shed, and we can invite people to my shed.
We could, but we'll get to that a bit at the end when we're concluding. Right. So the pilot. I don't know if there's no point in really rating pilots, but it's a new thing, and it was a good idea, and it was the first one. So for it being a good idea, I'll rate it an 8. No, 7. No, not an 8. That's the same as the first episode. I'll rate it a 7 because it's not special. It's just a teaser.
Yes, I agree, Miracle. I rate the same thing.
Lovely. Right. Well, so many episodes for us to go over.
Oh, it's very jarring.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through,
Yeah, I mean, we are kind of halfway through.
We are. This is 21. There's 49 other episodes.
Oh.
We're not, like, when we get to 25 or 20, like around there, that's
24 halfway point.
Yeah, 24, because we're not gonna obviously do this episode. There's no point. Well, we might. I don't think so. Right. Next episode, season 3, episode 2. Would you rather?
Oh, this is when the trivia started coming in.
Yeah, this is when more of the season 3 was a lot of games. Would you rather, trivia, most likely to. Well, no, I don't think it was that episode season, but those kind of games would come in. So yeah. Hey Mir fam, and welcome to season 3, episode 2 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Nori and I run through some would you rather styled questions while delivering our opinions on different topics. This is also the first official episode of MiraStar Podcasts, season 3. Right. That episode, what do you think of it?
Odd. Right, we brought with Nori and who? Nira.
No, just Noria.
Oh.
It was an okay episode. It was nice. I'll try to run through these episodes a bit more.
I'm surprised you didn't do it earlier with Noria. Because back then you and Noria had some good bonds.
Yeah, me and Noria, we have loads of nice, detailed conversations. So me and Noria can talk for hours. I don't know if we can talk as long as us, but we can talk. But yeah,
Not a good episode though, but I'll rate it.
Hopefully. Right. Anyways, no more Oliver. Marvin, how you doing? Right.
Yeah,
So
hi.
this episode, I'll rate it a wait, yeah, I'll rate it an 8. It was nice, normal. So it was like my first kind of like game style thing. So I rate it an 8.
All right. Miracle, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right then. So, I rate it a 6.5. It's not really my episode. It's like a decent episode in my opinion. I like it.
You say 6.5.
Yep.
All right, calm. 5. Right. Next episode. Um. Oof. Season 3, episode 3. YouTube. Featuring Savio. Description mentions.
Yeah, Fabio.
Hey, we're fam, and welcome to season 3, episode 3 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Savio and I discuss everything YouTube, including his YouTube channel, Fire Dragon, and mine, MiraStar YT. We also discuss YouTube Kids and YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I think that was a good episode to do with Fabio because he's a YouTuber himself.
Yeah, so me and Savio kind of like share an alike trait for like YouTubing and all that kind of thing. So I feel like the person did match the theme, which was good. It was a nice episode, no hard difficulties, calm, getting the person involved. Savio was quite easy. He wanted to do it, and he actually did end up being in Derp Trip as well.
He wants to do it again.
Yeah, so he ended up being in Derp Trip, and then he wanted to do it again, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did. He asked me.
One of my favorite things when doing the podcast with people is when they want to do it again, because it makes me feel like I did my job well. Because sometimes there's a few people that ask, "Oh, can I do the podcast again?" It was really fun, and that makes me smile. It's nice.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about it. That episode, nice, normal, calm. I'll rate it. What do you rate it?
I rate it a 7.8 again.
I'll rate it a 7.5.
Okay, well, I think that was a good episode though. He's just a great person to talk with.
Yeah, Savio is a really like talkative person. Like once you and Savio find the right conversation to talk about, you will have a lot of conversation. You'll have a lot of fun talking about it.
Yeah, and I know the person was beating him in chess.
When chess. Oh, maybe Savio can teach me chess one day.
Teach you, maybe.
I do not know how to play chess. Or maybe you can. Season 3, episode 4. Subjects, ranking. And ranking was in brackets. So this was our first.
Oh, this was really.
Yeah, a bit random. Before she like a bit random episode.
Before she what?
I don't know. Before she.
Merkel. I know we're talking about here, but this is YouTube we're talking about.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Did you see it, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, let's discuss that on call, not on here.
But yeah, it was nice. I don't know problems with the episode. It was a cool episode. Obviously, it brought in the whole new ranking thing, because I remember when me and you, we always used to rank like from 1 to 5.
Yeah, did you read that with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, that was really good. I think this one's like one of the best seasons. Like, not the best season, like this start to the season was really good.
Yeah.
I think I've already seen what. Miracle, you there?
Right. So season 3, episode 4. That's the season ranking episode. What do you rank that episode?
Which one?
The Lily one.
Oh, I rate that a 7.5 out of 10 because of how it really kind of changed.
Yeah, I'd rate it a 7 because if you listen back to the podcast, you can't really hear Lily. Like, her voice is very, very, very quiet. So, no point rating a high number if you can barely hear her. And what's it called? It felt very long. Almost like, how long was it? It was only an hour and 60 minutes. Oh no, it just felt like a very long episode, and I got tired. Probably because I just kept ranking. But wow. Right, next episode. Anime, season 3, episode 5. Yes, Ayo, season 3, episode 5.
Anime. Does he still watch it?
He doesn't really talk about it, no.
Oh.
But season 3, episode 5. It was nice. I think I planned the whole of that episode.
Oh.
I remember I did. I was struggling. I remember, you know, Miss Hibbs?
Yep.
I remember this one time I snuck under my phone and I was editing it in English.
What?
Yeah. I think I went on the Google Doc in English this one time. Well, I think it was with Mr. Down. No, it was with Miss Hibbs, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was with Miss Hibbs. Wow. It's a bit weird. This shows how long I've had this for. Since year 7. This feels like since year 8.
Yeah, it does feel like since year 8.
It was at the end of year 7. Wow.
So
I know I exposed it, but this last episode I don't really care. Right, so hey fam, and welcome to season 3, episode 5 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Ayo and I discuss everything anime while sharing our thoughts and opinions on different shows, programs, etc. Anime is not really a topic I talk about much. And
yeah, you can't really
watch. Yeah, I don't really watch anime. Anime is not my kind of thing. It was a nice episode. He wanted to do it again, which, you know, obviously that's nice on my behalf. But I don't really watch anime. It's not really my kind of thing. So I'll rate it a 6.
I rate it a 5. I couldn't really care less.
Right. Season 3, episode 6. Pop Culture, featuring Leanne. It was an okay episode. It was 1 hour and 25, so at least we're talking. It was okay. It was alright.
What was it all about? Like, they tried to something.
Like TikTok, famous trends, all that kind of thing. Like, we're talking about, like, for example, the fidget spinner trend and all that kind of thing.
Oh.
It's an okay episode. It's alright. Nothing too special.
Yeah, just a normal MP episode.
It's a normal MP episode.
Did you rush it though?
What'd you say?
Did you rush the thing though? Like,
it wasn't really rushed, I don't think.
Alright.
It was an alright episode. Another culture. Yeah, nothing much to really say on it. Another culture episode, I guess. As it mentions, hey fam, and welcome to season 3, episode 6 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Leanne and I discuss pop culture, TikTok, trends, and more. That's nice. I'll rate that a 6.5. What do you say? I'll read a 6. Because the reason why I'm rating it a 6 is because there's nothing really special to it. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really have its own little pizzazz. Like, it's just a normal episode that's there. Yeah? So Marv, like, it's just like a basic. Like, it's one of those episodes, like, that you have where you don't really focus on it. It's just more like there. And that's how that pop culture episode was. I would have had Leon in another podcast episode, but obviously it's a bit late for that. It's the last season, so realistically, there's no point really. So yeah, I guess that's the episode. So yeah, pop culture. What do you rate that episode?
A 6.5.
7.5.
All right.
Wait, what'd you say? 7.5?
No, 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. I rated it a 6.
All right.
Next episode we've got is Hobbies and Travel, Season 3, Episode 7.
Who's that with?
Kimura. So, it was an okay episode. It was nice. It basically says, "Hey, Fam, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 7 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Kimura and I explore different hobbies while also talking about traveling. We also answer this episode's big question: can a hobby become a career?"
No.
What do you think? Can a hobby become a career?
I don't even know, lad.
I think it can. I think I use acting as an example. Because, for example, drama can be a hobby, and obviously that can easily turn into a career. Sports is a hobby. For example, football is a hobby, and it can easily become a career. So,
yeah.
What do you think?
Basically, I think it's like 6 out of 10. It's nothing too special.
It's nothing too special. I'll rate it a 6.5. It was an alright episode, I guess. Nothing over the ordinary.
This big fat cucumber try to nut me.
Try to what you?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyways, right. So this is when we get a bit interesting.
No.
So season 3, episode 8, most likely to. Hey, Fam, and welcome to season 3, episode 8 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, we get a little exciting as 2 members from the MiraStar Podcasts season 2 series return, Mohammed and Amando. In this episode, we play a fun game of most likely to. Oof, that was nice. Mohammed and Amando's episode. I really did like this episode.
This is where you violate Amanda for being short.
Yeah, I remember. This was a nice episode. I liked it. I'm gonna rate it an 8.5.
All right.
Well, no, 8.25.
I rate it an 8.
An 8. Wait, do I rate an 8.25 or an 8.5? I'm thinking between them. Wait, what did I rate? A 9. I rated episode season 2, episode 4 a 9. Yeah, I rated an 8.25. No, an 8.5, 8.5. Because it was both of them. Right. Next, we've got trivia. Season 3, episode 3. Oh, that's a typo. Oh, wow. Let me get that fixed.
What was the typo?
For the trivia episode, there's a typo in the description. Basically, it says, "Hey, my family, welcome to season 3, episode 3." It's supposed to be season 3, episode 9. Let me get that fixed. But, hey, my family, welcome to season 3, episode 3. 9, not 3, 9 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, we get a little fancy as 2 members from the MiraStar Podcasts season 1 series return, Ashley and Oliver. They go against each other, running through multiple choice trivia questions. Whoever racks up the most points by the end of the game wins the prize. Lovely. And who won that again? Was it Ashley? Yeah, Ashley won. Basically, Oliver was winning at first. And then I think Ashley beat him by 2 points.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was a nice episode, I
mean, at least Oliver won that job.
Yeah. Well, that was quite biased because,
Yeah, but Miracle, why are you chatting? You want the other one.
Okay, but brotherly love. The thing is, we shouldn't be biased though, yeah? Because
Yeah,
mine
but
wasn't
I'm gonna buy
necessarily.
it as a
Mine
thought
wasn't really
against bread
biased.
and food.
Because the thing is, yeah, when I won the podcast, that wasn't really biased because I had
Because
a good rap. I still have good rap.
yeah, but Oliver had a good talent.
Okay, but like his talent's useless. In fact,
Um,
I'm gonna rap the rap again. I don't care. I'm rapping it.
no,
So
rapping again.
it says, Uncle Barry, can't forget about his brothers, Larry, Harry, and Gary. Can't forget about Sister Carrie with their beat, sitting in my seat, feeling the excitement in my feet. Yeah, I'm Miracle, as said, often go by Mr. Lyrical. My rap, my trap, it's fire, no cap. Can't forget about Marvin. Can't forget about Marvin, good judge. Some say he's starving. Respect to those who don't litter. My favorite sweets are good, just like my friends, they ain't bitter. Queen on top, bread so good it don't flop. Carl and Marvin, best judges. Who's the best? David Bowie. Rap so cold you would have thought it was snowy. Boom.
Right. That was hot.
I agree.
That was hot, not cold.
Bread so good it don't flop. Bread flops.
Yeah,
But
and I agree. I agree.
well, I disagree. I only wrote that so I could
That's how you
win.
won. That's how you won. That's how you won. That's how you
I
won.
know that's why I won. But I don't know. I don't mean it, so and Queen on top.
Why did
I
you do
don't
it?
listen to Queen. And I don't listen to David Bowie either.
And you don't listen to me.
Yeah, I don't listen to Marvin. I don't think Bread is on top. I don't listen to Queen or David Bowie. No one calls me Mr. Lyrical. Uncle Barry exists though. Uncle Barry's cool. Larry, Harry, and Gary. Can't forget about Sister Carrie with her beat. Nice.
Carrie. Who the hell is Carrie?
Sister Carrie. But yeah, it was a nice episode. Trivia, it was cool. It was nice because that was my first episode where I actually buy someone something, and I'm quite a stingy person at times, and I don't want to buy anyone anything. But it taught me how to be nice. But I'd rate that episode a 8. What do you rate it? Because the thing is, yeah, it was okay because like it was alright, I guess. There's not really much to it, but to say it was an okay episode, I guess. It was alright. It had its moments. What's it called? What do you rate trivia?
A 2 because Oliver should have won.
What do you rate trivia?
A 2.
Let me change it to a 7.5.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking. What do you put it as?
What?
What do you put it as?
Right, 6, I guess.
Is it only because of Oliver?
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean, guys. Marvin is biased. In fact, let me just put it the same as mine. 2 8s. Because Marvin cannot
Deal with it,
be
target.
because Marvin cannot be not biased. Right.
Deal with it, target.
If Oliver won, what would you put it as?
10.
Anyways, I'll put it as an 8. Right. So next one, season 3, episode 10, and it was called season 3, the finishing touch. Wow. The description is so long. Anyways, let's read it. Hey Fam, and welcome to season 3, episode 10 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, alongside me, I've brought along Rejoice as a MiraStar Podcasts newcomer, as well as Marvin, who usually appears in my MiraStar Podcasts episode 10 episodes. We talk about world issues like coronavirus, wars, etc. We'll also go through our typical episode 10 routine of giving an update on our academic school life, as we are also now at the end of the new academic. As we're now at the end of the academic year, and we also talk about the upcoming season 4. Nice. We've had 2 seasons this year.
That's how much it shows how lazy we are.
That's all well.
That's how much it shows how lazy we are.
Yeah, like I had like a lot of months of planning, yet I'm still late to post sometimes. Girl, that's how slow I am. I'm just lazy sometimes. Like not this episode, because currently this is being recorded the 17th of August on a Thursday. And it'll come out, like, I don't know, at the end of August, in about a week or two, or a week and a half, around there. What episodes still need to come out? I don't know. But yeah. It was a nice episode, I think. It was okay. Rejoice, a bit random. I don't really speak to Rejoice often, but it was nice to do it with him.
I farted.
What are you saying? What?
I farted.
That's nice. It was an okay episode. It was alright, I guess. Cool. But yeah. I'll rate it, I don't know, maybe like a 7.5. Wasn't all that. I had a nice name to it though.
Yeah. Yeah, but Will the Shoes was a bit weird, didn't it?
What do you say?
Yeah, but the Will the Shoes episode was kind of weird.
What was weird?
Having a Will the Shoes episode.
Having Rejoice.
No, having a Will the Shoes yeah, I'm having Rejoice.
Oh, World Issues and Rejoice. Yeah, it was just a bit random, but it worked out. Because his answers weren't bad, so it worked out. So what do you rate it?
A 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, what?
A 7.5 out of 10.
Alright, 2 7.5s. Right. Next episode we've got season 4, episode 1, MiraStar Podcasts' second pilot. Hey Mir fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 1 of MiraStar Podcasts. This episode is a pilot episode, meaning there's no particular theme or topic. I'm just giving an insight of what's to come in MiraStar Podcasts season 4.
Brackets were lazy.
Yeah. It wasn't okay. I'm gonna probably rate every pilot the same. So we know, because the last pilot got 8. This pilot, I'll rate a 7.
I'll rate an 8. Right, Miracle, I'm very sorry, yeah.
The last pilot got a 7.
Right, Miracle, I'm very sorry, yeah. And I don't know what's going on, yeah. But
Right. So the pilot episode, season 4, episode 1, I rated that a 7, and you rate that a 7. Right, on to the next one. Season 4, episode 2. Never Have I Ever. With Ella. It was an okay one. It was quite rushed though.
Alright.
I did have to rush it. The description says, "Hey Mir fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 2 of MiraStar Podcasts, the first official episode of MiraStar Podcasts, season 4. In this episode, Ella and I play a fun game of Never Have I Ever. It was quite rushed. It was okay. It was alright, I guess. I'm gonna rate it a 6.5.
I mean, and next one with Ella does not really sound bad. I mean, Never Have I Ever. I read that like a 6 out of 10, I guess. It's not the best episode though.
Yeah. Season 4, episode 3. Scenarios and Peer Pressure. This was a nice episode. I kind of liked it. Where is it gone? Okay. Scenarios and Peer Pressure with Emma. Lou. Hey Mir fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 3 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Emma and I discuss peer pressure along with its issues, how it can be avoided, what could happen in a peer pressure situation. Also give scenarios. Some are also peer pressure related, and some are general scenarios to see what would you do. But yeah, I think it was a nice episode. It was okay. Marvin, you here?
That's though. Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Alright.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Right. It's an okay episode. It's alright.
I rate it 6.5 out of 10 because these are. I mean, I rated like 6.5, 6 because I didn't really care about the episodes. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What do you say, rate it?
Like, I'm gonna rate it 6, yeah. But the reason why I rated 6, yeah, because these episodes I don't really care about. Because like peer
Yeah,
pressure, it doesn't really relate to me, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, peer pressure is something. Have you ever gone through a peer pressure moment yourself?
No.
Pretty sure you have. Well, no, not in a bad way. I'll text it to you. But
Oh no.
would you call that peer pressure?
Not really,
Like when
because it
that's
wouldn't really give me anything.
yeah, true. But they're basically pressuring you to, a real. I don't know. I don't really care. Um, no offense.
Alright, we
Um,
can use it for that out.
right. I'd rate the episode as a 7.5.
Alright.
Or no, yeah, 7.5. It was nice to talk about. It was okay. Um, Next episode, season 4, episode 4.
Wasn't
Um, Goals and achievements featuring. Do you know who that was with?
that? Miss Cody.
No, it was Miss Praise.
Oh, praise.
Yeah.
The
I
downfall of her in behavior was insane.
what you saying?
The downfall of her behavior was insane.
It really was in my class as well. Well, it wasn't too bad, but like there was a few slip ups from time to time. Right. So what's it called? Um, you know, Edgy's good vibes group. I kind of implemented that into this episode because obviously goals and achievements.
Oh
Basically,
yeah, that. Oh
yeah. So the description mentions, "Hey, my fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 4 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Praise and I discuss goals, why they are important, different type of goals, smart targets, etc. We also discuss achievements as well as completed goals. So obviously, the whole idea of goals interlinks with achievements because achievements are goals that were just completed. If you think about it.
yeah.
It was an okay episode. It was alright. I don't remember too much from it, so I'm gonna just give it a 7.
I feel like relating to the good vibes group was actually kind of good. I rate that as 7.5.
Nice. 7.5. Right. Next episode, I've got Stereotypes, season 4, episode 5, featuring Christina. And Christina ended up doing another podcast, which was Party Games.
Oh,
So season 4, episode 5. Hey, my fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 5 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Christina and I look over different stereotype categories, gender, race, etc. We also express our opinions on some different stereotype examples. That episode, it was alright. It was okay. I don't really remember the episode because when I was filming the
wait,
party games, yes. Right. When I was recording the party games episode, I never realized that Christina was already in an episode until after the party games episode.
That's how forgettable the episodes are.
What'd you say?
I can't, no offense here, but that's how forgettable the episodes are.
Yeah, I even forgot I did it. I forgot who I did it with, at least. I forgot I did it with Christina. I thought I did it with someone else, but I only remember it was Christina after. Sorry, Christina. But yeah.
Wait, Miracle, wait. I think I got a weird thing in my finger. What the heck is this?
You
Oh no.
okay?
Miracle, I'm very sorry, yeah, but come back in 5 minutes. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Anyways, as I was saying. I'll just move on to the next one. So, we've got the next one. So this goals and achievements one. Wait, no, not goals and achievements. This one, stereotypes. I'll probably rate that a. Because it was something I forgot about. So I'm gonna rate it a 5.5 because I forgot about it. And if the episode must not have been good if I'm forgetting about it. Like, come on now. So yeah, what do you rate season for episode 5. I rated it as 5.5 because I forgot about it, so it must have not been very, impactful.
I rate it a 4.5.
Why?
It's just forgettable.
No. Well, I'm the one that forgot, but 4.5 makes sense. Right. Okay, next episode. Season 4, episode 6. Cancel culture. So the description says, "Hey, my fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 6 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Lauren and I discuss everything cancel culture." Lauren.
Laurie. Oh, Lauren.
Lauren.
Oh.
I think it was a nice episode. It was really good. She had a lot of good points. She had a lot to talk about.
Well, of course, you're talking with year 11.
Yeah, so she does know a lot. She had a lot to talk about on that topic. She really enjoyed it. It was nice. I enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. And it was cool. I'm going to rate it a 7. It was okay, I guess. So it wasn't bad. 7 for me.
I rate it a 6.5.
Alright.
Why? Oh, because it's unique to have a different person on it, than just in our year. But I didn't really watch the episode. But the topic sounds good, so I'm gonna upgrade it to a 7.
Lovely. And also, since it's the last episode, I'm gonna mention Lauren is Kyle's brother. Wait, no, Kyle's sister. Kyle's sister.
Jesus Christ!
Because Kyle's, but Lauren is Kyle's sister. Nice.
Yeah.
Older sister. Right. Next episode. Wait. Yeah. Next episode. Season 4, episode 7. Do you remember what it was about and who was with?
Me.
No, it was Christmas Eve with Gracie. The episode mentions, "Hey, my fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 7 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this festive episode, Gracie and I discuss everything Christmas. This includes festive questions, trivia, how we celebrate Christmas, and what Christmas truly means to us."
All right.
But yeah, it was an okay episode. It was nice. Getting Gracie on was, I think, it was a bit, I don't know.
Awkward.
It's not awkward. She's in my class. Well, not at the time. Wait, was she? No, she was at the time. Like it was a day before Christmas. So, I don't know. It's just because she's not active a lot. So, when you're doing a podcast with people who aren't always active, you always have to find a time that matches with them, and that can always be a struggle. But
Yep.
you hear me?
Yep.
I'm gonna rate it a 6.5.
All right.
What about you?
I rate it a. I rate it a 6 out of 10 because me and Gracie used to speak, but now we don't. And to be honest, Christmas Eve is a good episode plan. So I'm not gonna rate it lower. I'm not gonna rate it higher. Decent episode.
Alright, so what do you say you'd rate it again?
6.5.
Alright. 6.5. Lovely. Okay, so next episode we've got season 4, 8. Do you remember what that was?
New Year's Eve.
No.
Oh.
It was similar to New Year though. Do you remember?
No.
Damn. Well, it was Harry.
Oh, Harry.
Chinese New Year.
Oh.
Yeah. So season 4, episode 8, Chinese New Year and resolutions. So the description says, "Hey, Mir fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 8 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Harry and I discuss our plans and resolutions for this upcoming year and some things we've achieved and developed this year. We'll also talk about Chinese New Year, including how they celebrate it, what they eat, facts about Chinese New Year, etc. Have a delightful 2023.
Yay! Thank you, Miracle.
Oh boy. How's your 2023 going so far?
Good.
Lovely. Lovely. Um, but yeah, it was a nice episode. I really liked it. It was good. Speaking to Harry was really nice. I learned a lot from that episode.
It was me who got you, Harry.
What did you say?
It was me who got you, Harry.
Yeah, you did. I felt like it was one of my most informative. It probably is my most informative episode where you learn something. So I really like that. I'll rate it an 8.25.
All right.
It was nice. What do you rate it?
I rate it a 7.8 out of 10.
A what?
A 7.7 out of 10.
7.7?
Okay.
7.
Wait, Miracle. I'll come back.
Alright, 7.7. I just need to read over these things, if you guys don't mind me. Just checking over the podcasts. Because basically I'm writing all the scores down so I can review them maybe at the end or something. I'll go over it. So I'm just looking at what I've rated for each one. So episode 8 is most likely to 8.25. The Amanda episode, I'm going to change that to 8.75. 8.75. There you go. Just want to change these things around just to make sure I've got the most accurate what's it called? I also want to make sure I've got the most accurate scoring to match, the episode. Right. Where is... Okay. So let's see. What's the most highest scoring so far? Let's see. What's the most highest? I found it. So it's season 2, episode 4. I rated that a 9. I'm pretty sure that was with Muhammad and all that. It was really nice. It was a good episode. I liked it. Right. Okay. So, let's see. So, next one. We've got season 4, episode 9. Let's check. So, that is 2 Lies and 1 Truth. With Edna and Steffi. So, the description says, "Hey Mir fam, and welcome to season 4, episode 9 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Edna and Steffi go head to head in some multiple choice questions to see who knows me the most. Whoever gets the most points, win." It was a nice episode. And Marvin.
Yeah.
Edna told me she fell asleep during the podcast.
What?
Yeah, she actually fell asleep and she woke up during the podcast, like while we were recording it. She told me she fell asleep. She was so tired.
How long?
Not for that long, I don't think, because she was still awake for the next question, I think. I'm pretty sure. But she must have fell asleep for like 30 seconds because I don't think she fell asleep. Well, I didn't remember her falling asleep. But yeah, she told me she fell asleep while recording it. Which is quite funny to me. What are you saying?
That's so weird it is.
How weird what is?
The podcast.
Right. But yeah, it was okay episode. It was nice. I'm pretty sure Edna won. She won a pizza. I bought her one.
Actually,
Yeah, like a week or two after, or 3 weeks after. I don't know. All I know is I bought her the pizza. She got it. And that was this year, the start of this year, the first podcast of this year. Pretty sure. Yeah, it was the first podcast of this year. But yeah, that episode I will rate it a 8.
all right.
What do you rate it?
Because she fell asleep, I'll rate it a 9.
Let's say she didn't fall asleep.
Oh, 8.
Higher than the Harry episode. It's strange to me. That's higher than the Harry episode.
I don't know.
Because I thought you would have liked the Harry episode like a lot, knowing it's
All right. So wait, no. Now Harry's now 8.7.
8.7. Now it's higher than what? Then that means 8.7 is your highest. So is the Harry episode your most favorite podcast episode?
We haven't even reached the end.
Yeah, but so far.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange, because how can you just go from 7.7 to 8.7 like that?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
I am sure, Miracle. I'm not gay.
That's nice. Good for you. Right. Derb Charb.
10 out of 10.
Right. So, got a little chunky season 4 episode 10 description. Let's enter it. So you got, hey Murfam, and welcome to season 4, episode 10 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, there's a huge twist. Ferb's Derb Chirp has arrived at MiraStar Podcasts. Derb Chirp consists of 2 duos that go head-to-head through challenges, elimination rounds, redemption rounds, trivia, and drama. Think of Derb Chirp as a reality show, but audible. This episode features Marvin, Ferb, host, Oliver, Teletubby, season 1, episode 3, football history, music, and Minecraft, Lucas, season 2, episode 9, A World of Video Games, Harry, season 4, episode 8, Chinese New Year and Resolutions, and Savio, season 3, episode 3, YouTube.
That was good. Now I'm thinking actually honest. That was actually a good combo though. Like the people we got was actually really good.
Yeah. But the thing is, at first I didn't want Harry to be in the episode.
Why?
Because he was already in an episode like 2 episodes before this one. So like he would appear twice in the same season, and I felt like, I don't know, like 2 people, like I don't want someone to feature in the same season twice unless their name is Marvin. Or Miracle. But yeah, it didn't really matter anyways if you think about it. I don't even remember it much, but it doesn't really matter that much now that I think about it. It's just like to space it out and to get different people. And the whole point about the podcast is to be experimental.
Yeah.
And try new things and try different things. I try old things. That's why I brought some people back sometimes. But yeah, it was a nice episode. I really liked it. It was cool. Wait, was I a contestant? Oh yeah, I was a contestant.
Yeah. It's really funny to see you as a contestant.
You know, it was really nice. What do you rate it?
A 10.
A 10.
Now, Miracle, hear me out. Oliver deserved to win. This guy lost the game show and the trivia. Come on.
Okay, well, exclude the game show because that was before it. So he had no reason to win it, because I don't think you'd be able to predict that he would win a game show before we came up with the idea of it. So exclude the game show. But trivia, just because it was trivia doesn't mean it should be biased. It still should be fair. We should
probably get a quote from Oliver.
Maybe at the end, but
when I think it, I'll do it now.
Let's maybe do a quote from me. We can do Oliver's quote now and me and yours at the end. Let's hear Oliver's quote. Mr. Bias. Biased people. Imagine being biased. Could never be me. I'm not biased, guys. And I actually won the podcast fair and square. Yeah, I won that fair and square. I did what I needed to do, and I did what I did. Yes. But Derb Chirp, I'd probably rate that I'd rate a 9.
Miracle, I got your title, B.
Alright, let's. Oliver, what's your quote?
Because we're doing a goodbye quote for you, because you're such an icon in the podcast. I thought of a quote. I can't think of it. Let's do a random quote like, bread is nice.
No. Let's do it. Let's do a quote, Oliver.
Oh, follow. Roses are red. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I shall be remembered, and you will be too. Thank you.
I shall be remembered, and so shall. Wait, so roses are red, violets are blue. I shall be remembered, and so should you.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well done, Oliver. Bye, Oliver. Can we get the final claps for Oliver on the podcast, please? Lovely. That was Oliver's last MiraStar podcast appearance.
Yeah.
Oliver's been a little icon on this podcast. A little strange guy.
For a long time, 3 episodes. No, 4.
4 episodes. Well, practically 7. Because the game show spanned over 3.
Yep.
So his name has been mentioned in 7 episodes. Well, featured in 7 episodes. Which is quite bizarre. Well, realistically 4 episodes. But right. Wait, no. 6 episodes. Not 7, 6. Right, next. Oh yeah, I rated it as 9, by the way. I rated Derp Chub a 9.
Oh, I rated 10. It's like the highest one yet.
I would have rated it like a 9.5. Well, because of the bias, a 9. Right. Next, we got the pilot. So now we're heading on to season 5, the very last season. We've been rating for like the past 2, like about an hour and a half now. Me and Marvin, we are both very tired of this. But yeah. Now we're on to this season. So we've got a few episodes left, like 8 episodes left. Or 6. Maybe that's less because the game show.
Look, we should do the game show as a whole.
Yeah, we'll do the game show as a whole. Right. So season 5, episode 1. That's a pilot. All pilots, I'll probably rate them the same, which is a 7. This one I'll just rate a 7. What do you rate it?
8 out of 10.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna rate this one a 7.5 because it's my favorite pilot. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll rate it an 8 as well. Not just because you rated it an 8, because I always listen to this pilot back. I just like the way my voice sounds in it. It sounds very nice. It sounds very calming. But yeah. Hey, Mira fam, and welcome to season 5, episode 1 of MiraStar Podcasts. Mm-hmm. This episode is a pilot episode, meaning there's no particular theme or topic. I'm just giving an insight of what's to come in MiraStar Podcasts season 5. Side note, MiraStar Podcasts season 5 will be the last season.
I'll sit back to myself.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Feel bad? Why do you feel bad, Marvin?
Because the podcast is ended, and we needed one more Derp Chub.
One more Derp Chub. Well, the game show can be your 3-hour, 3-episode, whatever Derp Chub.
Yeah. Let's do the talent show for one last time. One more talent show.
What we doing? One more talent show.
Yeah.
Do you have a talent to show? In fact, Marvin, you do your own talent. You know, you need to do your own talent.
Since I judge so many, I shall do my own rap.
What? What's your talent?
Since I judge so many talents, I shall do my own rap.
Alright, Marvin. I know it's just gonna be about bread. But go ahead.
Alright. Bread is thick like my gap. Joy is thick like my gap. Yap is thick like my gap. Bread is the thickest thing in the world. Food is bad like my gap. Just kidding. I was joking. Don't cancel me.
Food is what? What were you joking about?
Food is bad like gay people. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me.
Food's bad like who?
You don't need to know, or else we'll get cancelled. Miracle.
Well,
yeah, I don't want that.
Whatever the thing is, you can always message it to me.
Okay. Hello.
Guys, Marvin's raps just waffle on top.
It's not.
You sure about that? It's trash like that. I'm telling. Anyways.
Yep. Yeah, you shouldn't, Miracle. We're not being naive.
Okay, Marvin.
Anyways, Let's carry on.
But yeah,
Lang. Lang is like miracle. Joy is like miracle. Yafet's like my yeah. He's like all they get is muncha.
so you like yeah, I think. I
Miracle,
think
you as well. What are you talking?
me, I don't do any gear related stuff. Anyways, next question, guys. Next question.
let me okay, let me
Next
read out the
question
message to Joy.
says
Let me read out
next.
the message to Joy.
What message to Joy? Oh, anyways, we can still hear me. Marvin still alive there?
Yeah, I got the
Right.
message out there.
Anyways, next question. Um, wait, next podcast. Wait, so you rated this one a 8. Right, you ready for the next podcast?
Yep.
Right, so the next podcast, let me scroll. Right, World Cup. Season 4, season 5, episode 2.
Sana Katabi.
Yep, Senna. So hey Mirafam, and welcome to season 5, episode 2 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Senna and I discussed the World Cup, including our most favorable and memorable moments. We also tested our World Cup knowledge through some trivia questions and that link to the World Cup. We also tested our I can't speak English. We also tested our World Cup knowledge through some trivia questions that link to the World Cup's historical past. Nice. Marvin, you were actually in the background of that episode for half of it. How was that?
That was good. And I can officially say, yeah, as a MiraStar podcast experiencer, the biggest forehead of MiraStar podcast goes to Senna.
Well done, Senna. I should do MiraStar Podcast Awards.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should.
Like, this guest is the most blah blah blah. This guest is the most blah blah blah.
Right, thingy. Whilst you waffle, I'll write down some awards.
You write some categories. While I talk. So the most this, the most that, the most this. Anyways, wait, are you gonna be sending them to me?
Yeah.
Lovely. Right. So what's it called? Senna's World Cup episode. It was okay. It was alright. It was a decent episode. Senna didn't know a lot about the World Cup, which kind of surprised me to the point where I thought he was kind of switching them up at one point. But maybe if his World Cup knowledge was as good as his actual football skills. I'm joking. I'm sorry, Senna.
Screen recorded.
I'm sorry, Senna. Senna, if you ever watch this back, I was joking. Don't worry. Senna.
Right. 2 minutes.
What are you saying?
Come back in 2 minutes.
All right, but Senna, if you're watching this, don't worry. You have very, very good football knowledge. When it comes to the World Cup, I was only joking about the football skills joke. Yeah, you've got a really good football knowledge though. He knew more than me. I don't really know too much about the World Cup's history or origin. So obviously Senna's knowledge did surprise me on that because I'm not Mr. World Cup or whatever. But yeah, it was nice. He knows what he knows. But yeah, right. What's it called? Next. Are you ready for the next one? Wait, let me. But I've never even rated this one. Silly me. Right. This one I rated a 7. It was okay, Marvin. This one I rated a 7. It was okay, nothing too special.
I rate an 8.
8. Pourquoi? Why?
Because it has the biggest forehead in the whole series.
Lovely. Are you sending me more winner categories?
Yeah, I will.
Lovely. So, next episode, season 5, episode 3. UFC and Breaking Bad. Right. So let's see. UFC and Breaking Bad. So let's see. The description says, "Hey Mirafam, and welcome to season 5, episode 3 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Lucas makes his 3rd MiraStar Podcasts appearance and joins Alex in answering some questions based off today's 2 topics, UFC and Breaking Bad. Later in the episode, Marvin and I discuss some future podcast ideas and what's to come for the season's future episodes. So yeah, Marvin, you actually did feature in this episode as well.
What? I did?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Basically, at the end, we're just waffling because
We needed to.
the episode wasn't long enough, I think, and they weren't available. Well, I don't think Alex was available, but Lucas was. I'm not sure. So instead, I just called you over. Marvin, let's waffle. Like, we didn't even put any questions. We were just waffling about what we should do for the rest of the season. And yeah, it was nice waffling, I guess. Nice waffle. I think we stuck to what we said. Oh yeah, we're talking about like plans if we'd make like another podcast, something like that, which we might talk about at the end of this one. Like at the later in the episode, maybe in like 20 minutes. Right. Next, well, this episode I'll rate it a 6.5. No, I'll rate it a 6. So it's okay, I guess. I don't know anything about UFC or Breaking Bad, and it's the fact that they had to go during the podcast, like, kind of like messes it up a little bit. And Alex was asking why it's called MiraFam. It's because of every single episode tracking from episode 1, season 1, I've called everyone MiraFam. So don't feel special. You are MiraFam. I'm joking. Everyone should feel special. But yeah, that's just why I called it MiraFam. Marvin, you here? But yeah.
I'm here, Charlotte.
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Lovely. You gonna continue with your categories?
Not yet. First we'll do the game show, and then we'll do the awards.
What are you saying?
First we'll do the game show, then we'll do the awards.
Right. What do you rate the UFC and Breaking Bad episode? I know you didn't really watch it, but what do you rate it?
A 7.
7. Next we got religion. Season...
What
do you say?
That kind of backfired on us.
What did?
The religion episode.
Why?
I don't know. Because someone was supposed to do it, but then she left.
Who was? Oh yeah. Since it's the last episode, I might as well say it. Leanne was supposed to be in the religion episode, but I don't know. She just didn't end up doing it. So instead, Edna did it, and the religion episode was an emergency episode. It was never supposed to be religion, and it was never supposed to be Edna. So yeah, why not? I just did it. So the description says, wait, are you sending me more categories, by the way? Was that it?
Wait, should I send more?
Yeah, if you want to. I'm not forcing you to.
Okay.
So it says, hey MiraFam, and welcome to season 5, episode 4 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Edna makes her second MiraStar Podcasts appearance, and as we discuss the broad topic of religion, including the importance of religion and why it is important to be proud of your religious beliefs. I think the podcast had a lot of it had a good meaning to it. It was really nice. That episode made me feel really smart. It made both of us feel smart. Edna was telling me how she felt very smart during that episode. It was nice, I guess. It made me feel smart for about an hour, which was nice. An hour and 1 minute. Lovely. But yeah, I'm gonna rate that episode I'll rate it a 7. It was nothing too special to it. It was okay. So yeah, 7. I know you didn't listen to it, but what do you rate?
Huh?
What do you rate religion?
It made you feel smart. I rate it a 9. Not a 9, a 7.
Lovely. So both of us rated it a 7. 7 from us. Whew. So now we're basically we've nearly finished this. We've got like 3 more episodes or 2 more episodes. I don't know. But yeah. Right. Next episode. Party Games, season 5, episode 5. This is the longest. What do you say?
I kind of want to watch it.
It was a really good episode. 2 hours long party games. Catan won. You know who Catan is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Catan won. But yeah, but how do you even know Catan?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. You just know Catan somehow. But yeah, Catan ended up winning. Catan was losing actually the whole thing. She only ended up winning at the end, like, because the last game was like worth 20 or 15 points, or 25 points, or 30 points. I don't know. So that basically means she won the whole thing. So from losing to winning, that's basically rags to riches right there.
Oh.
But yeah, this is wins the longest description award at least, and I read it out, and it takes about a minute or two to read. Oh, after reading this, my bleep test score is gonna go back up. You ready? I think you're ready. So, hey Mir fam, and welcome to season 5, episode 5 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Kitan, Grace, Sylvia, and Christina, making her second appearance, have been drafted into this MiraStar Podcasts party game special. All of the guests of this episode have been forced to turn against each other and their rivaling contestants. Individual points will be accumulated throughout the episode. Whoever has racked up the most points by the end of the episode wins a prize of their choice. MiraStar Podcasts party games includes the alphabet game, word association, most likely to, riddles, and fact or fiction. How to play. The alphabet game. Pick a category such as the name of animals, cities, or countries. As you go through the alphabet, each person has to name something that begins with that letter. For example, if the player says beetles, the second player has to name an insect that starts with the letter C. You'll be eliminated from the game if you cannot think of a word or take too long. Word association. The first person speaks a word aloud. The next player must swiftly say a word that corresponds to the last word in a clockwise order.
Oh.
Apple, slice, juice, glass, and so on are examples of
To
words.
keep it family friendly.
What do you say?
To keep it family friendly.
I guess so. If a player takes more than a few seconds to form a connection or repeats a word that has already been mentioned, they are eliminated. Most likely to. A question is asked, for example, who is most likely to become a millionaire? The contestants send a message privately to the host of who they think is most likely to do that thing.
It's me.
Okay. Whoever gets the most votes gets votes. I sound like a true Irishman. Whoever gets the most votes gets the point for that round.
They all got it wrong.
Riddles. A riddle is said, and the contestants will privately message the host with what they think the answer to the riddle is. The contestants' answers are sent privately to lower the risk of copying or cheating. If they get the answer to the riddle correct, they are awarded a point. Fact or fiction. A statement will be said, and it is up to the contestants to debate amongst themselves whether that statement is a fact or made up fiction. If the contestant gets the correct answer, they are awarded a point. And that's the description. That was long. That was a long description.
Yeah, very long.
The longest description.
I mean, this all sounds fun, yeah. But I'll probably watch it, yeah, if I knew the people.
Yeah. Like, you don't really speak to any of the people, to be honest.
Yep.
But it'd be a fun, episode with the Derbyshire people.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the Derbyshire people versus the party games people.
It'd
be nice.
All the solo carry.
Derbyshire versus party games.
You should do that.
You should. At least I hosted a game show once. At least I got
what?
to. At least I get to host the party games or something.
No.
At least I hosted something. Well done to me. Well, I've hosted the whole podcast, really. Well, at least I hosted a game relating thing with at least more than 3 people. Or 3 people or more. And it was such a good episode, because the thing with that episode is I planned it that same day. Like, all of it was on that same day, and basically, originally, I was supposed to do it with just Sylvia, and then I decided, let me do Sylvia and Christina. And then I messaged Sylvia saying, oh, you can do it with Kitan and Grace as well. So I just ended up doing Kitan, Grace, Christina, and Sylvia, and turned it into like a special, which was party games. So I'll rate that episode a 9 or a 9. Wait. So I'm trying to think of other episodes I rated a 9. I'll rate it at 9.5.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure it's higher than Derp Trip. In
No,
fact,
it's
no.
9. No, I think you rated that trip a 9 as
Yeah, I
well.
think we're rating this one at 9.5.
God damn it.
Because of your bias that ruined it for yourself.
God damn it.
So I'll probably rate it.
You just thought I didn't win.
In fact, I'm gonna rate it a 9.25.
Okay.
Point mark. In fact, was it better than Derp Chirp? It was. No, it wasn't better than Derp Chirp. So I'm gonna rate Derp Chirp at 9.5, not 10.
Yay! That's a miracle.
Because I think it's better than Derp Chirp, but it still was a very good episode. But the bias did just clicked to make it a 9.5 instead of like a 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9, even a 10. But yeah. Next. This is the last episode before the game show. This was the last actual MiraStar Podcasts episode. And wait, what do you rate party games?
A 7.5.
7.5. It's fair because you've not watched it yet, but it does sound like a nice episode.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the last episode of MiraStar Podcasts that's conversational, and that's season 5, episode 6. Do you know what
is that?
it is?
No.
It's Unspoken Topics with Patricia.
Oh, Patricia.
Yeah. Originally, this podcast was supposed to be with Baron.
Yeah, Baron.
But she took too long. This podcast has been in the work for like a month and a half. So then I just switched it to Patricia and boom, got done. So yeah, the description says, "Hey Mira fam, and welcome to season 5, episode 6 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Patricia and I explore different unspoken topics such as pretty privilege, derealization, attachment issues, social, reality, and stereotypes." Oof. The stereotypes at the end only got added because the video was too short and I wanted to lengthen it. It still didn't even end up being an hour. It was 53 minutes. But yeah, it was an okay episode. It was nice. Me and Patricia had some in-depth conversations about stuff. We kind of correlated it to our school, especially when it got to stereotypes. Kind of
Like me. Let me get stereotyped.
Not really like that, but like stereotypes. For example, girls can't play sports. We linked that to how people in our school might think, for example. But yeah, it was an okay episode. It was nice. It was solid 7. It was okay. What do you rate it?
My opinion, since Baron could not do it, because it took too long, I had to deduct a 5-point deduction.
Okay.
5 out of 10.
Oh yeah, that is true. You just made me remember that. I'd rate it a 6.5 then. Because I just remembered. Originally, Baron was even supposed to be in it. And I even got like 10 minutes of it done with Baron, like 13 minutes. And then now we've got the game show. Hold on.
That was a long thing. Me and Miracle just rushed it.
Yeah, so Marvin, you do a little talk. How was the game show?
Oh my god. Alright. So game show. I imagined it to be something better, but turns out people don't have time. People do not know what time is. So it ended up being crammed into 2 days of work. Oh, it felt so weird that. But we didn't. Yeah, but Miracle, did this actually have to take 2 days? No, it didn't.
No.
Because but when is it due though?
What do you mean?
The episode. When is it due?
Which episode?
The first part of the game show.
It already came out. It came out on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so. Wait. So we did. So we did have to cram it.
No, we didn't. Not really.
Yeah, we did. Because when it was supposed to air, I came. I was in. Poland.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were going to. Yeah, I remember. You were going to Poland, so you had to do it quick.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's the reason why we had to do it quick, because you're going to Poland,
Yeah.
which makes sense, I guess. But yeah, Caden and who else was supposed to do it? Was it just Caden?
Hayden and Salva. I mean, Salva was not about to do it, but then he did it.
Oh yeah, well only Caden who couldn't do it. Oh yeah, and Oscar. Oscar was supposed to substitute, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
but then he didn't.
Yeah, I remember Caden and Oscar do it. We'll talk about that. We should go through some thingy memories. But anyways, yearly memories. That's nice. Anyways, yeah, this game show overall, it was nice. It was interesting. Proudly,
You won.
I won the game show. Yep, MiraStar won that. I won that. I
Congrats.
won the game show.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it wasn't really biased because my final rap performance banged. So I
Even if you lied, which would have changed,
lied about what?
Lily Ann would have won it, yeah, if I knew that you were lying.
Lying about what?
Lying about how bread was good.
Oh, yeah. So too late. I've already won. You can't really retract it from me. So podcast.
I announced that Lily Ann won.
Yeah, I was lying. Bread's not good. Food's better.
Bread is good.
Food's better than bread. But yeah. So what's it called? Game show. It was okay. It was quite nice. It was fun to record. It was stressful at times, getting people when they're available. Even Marvin had to go at his own times.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was okay. Quite long. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it did take over 2 days, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but it was worth it, I guess. At the end, at least we got it out. No matter how much people watch it, the thing is with the podcast, I don't really focus on people watching it as much anymore. Even if the podcast was to get like 3 views, at least I know I'm making it because I felt satisfied while making it.
Yeah, at least you got to do it.
Yeah, that's quite nice. So there's 3 different descriptions, and yes, I will read each one out. Probably. Yes, I will. So, hey, my fam, and welcome to season 5, episode 7 of MiraStar Podcasts. In this episode, Marvin Ferb hosts and brings entertainment to MiraStar Podcasts with the delight of a new game show series to spice up MiraStar Podcasts last season. This will span across 3 episodes. The game show consists of 3 contestants in each episode that rival each other through trivia, games, and questions to race to the final and win the end prize of their choice. There are 3 rounds, each in different episodes: qualifiers, semifinals, and the finale. This episode is the qualifiers round. That's the first one. The episode features all new MiraStar Podcasts members: Lily A, Salvatore, and Kyle. Well, I'm not gonna read all of them out, but I'll just look over them. So then the second one, features Oliver Teletubby, who has appeared in several other MiraStar Podcasts episodes and the previous game show Ferb's Derb Chirb, which took place last season. The typical host of MiraStar Podcasts flips the switch and is a contestant of this episode. That's like the second one. And then the last one, which is part 3, that announces the game show winner, I guess. And that features Kyle, Lily A, and Oliver. For this round, the typical host of MiraStar Podcasts is also a contestant. But yeah, but yeah, the game show. That's nice, Marvin. I guess we basically finished the rating and right.
Oh, Miracle! I realized that I did such a big mistake.
What you do?
You know how we were spending 6 hours on episode 2 thinking about how we're supposed to do it?
Yeah.
You know what we could have did?
Wait, which episode? Do you mean game show part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of having Teletubby, unfortunately, we would have did this. At quarterfinals, which would have been Salva, you, Lily Ann, and Kyle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. One gets eliminated, and then the next episode, the semi-final, Lily Ann, Kyle, and you, and then we do a final. And we should have did that. I want to make it so easier.
Like instead of having just Oliver instead.
Yeah.
Like, but the first one was qualifiers, not quarters.
I guess so.
Um, I don't know. It's not really that bad now because if you think about it, all of it's done anyway, so you don't really have to like be like, oh, we could have done this, we should have done that, because still at the end, it still worked out anyways. So should be grateful for that, I guess, which is nice. Right. Season 5. Well, I guess that's all about rankings, I guess. The game show, what do you rank it?
A 9 out of 10.
Pourquoi?
What? Why?
Yeah.
I feel like we did the trip so much better.
Alright. And I'm gonna rate this one a 10. Yup.
Yay.
Because obviously I won. I won. Cause I didn't win third chair, but at least I won this. So yeah. Right, so that brings us up to this episode. And we've just done about 2 hours of rating MiraStar Podcasts. MiraStar Podcasts has been a very interesting journey for me and all participants involved. It's been a very interesting thing, I guess. But yeah. Also, I've been taking note of what we've ranked each episode. So, Marvin, your highest vote is Derp Chirp 10.
Yep.
Second highest vote, which I am reading for now. I'm just scanning over what I've taken note of. Which is the game show 9.
Yep.
And your third highest is well, your second highest, I'm pretty sure that's an 8. And you've given 8 to a few.
Right. So I announced that the second is getting to the school groove, episode 1.
Yeah. So your third is basically getting into the school groove. Out of all the 8s, you think getting into the school groove, fair. That's fair. My best was the game show. My second best was Derp Chirp, and my third best was my third best. My third best was it Party Game? It was Party Games, but I'm gonna give honorable mentions to the ones with Muhammad and Amanda. So the Muhammad episode, the Amanda episode, and the one with Muhammad and Amanda.
Alright then. Miracle, please let me speak. Now that MiraStar Podcast has been reviewed and officially all the episodes are done.
Yup.
Now we should go into the rewards.
The rewards. So
yep.
Marvin has chosen some categories really quickly for me to go over, and am I the one that's finding the awards?
I'll say the category and I can just announce some rewards. I'll write them down.
You've already sent them to me, right?
I write down the people. Alright then, so Miracle, this might take a while, so I guess might need to cut this one out.
It's fine, I won't cut anything. It's okay. Wait, the stuff you're sending me, are those your opinions or are those the actual winners?
Whatever. Just tell me. What's the best episode? What's the best episode?
On my opinion.
Yeah.
Should I just go through it? Like, should I just read it out on the actual podcast and just do it?
No. We need to do a
Because the best episodes it's basically what I've rated it and what you've rated it combined. So is it? Let's say it was it was Derp Chirp. Best episode was Derp Chirp. Tall. I'd imagine it was and the next one I'd say I think so, or yeah, that's true. What was the which one was? Let me check. Hold on, guys. Best friend. I think so. Let's be cool. God. Marvin, you still here?
Hello?
Hello, you're right.
Yeah. Right enough. Come back.
Right. Should we start with the awards?
No, not yet, because you didn't complete them. But remember, we need to do the best episode and the best season.
Oh, what was the best season?
Best season 1. This is the season 1. Nostalgic.
Oh, no, I don't think season 1 was my best season. No. Because season 1 includes my worst episodes.
Oh, yeah. What season 3?
Season 3 was quite nice. Let me just check over it again. Season 3. What was season 3? Season 3 was quite nice, you know. I liked season 3. It's between season 3.
Mine season 4.
I think I would say it was season 3.
I'm saying season 4.
Well, season 5 was also quite good because the game show, party games, quite nice.
Alright, we'll give it to season 3 then.
I'll say it was season 3, yeah. And then the worst, probably this. It was nostalgic, but oh, wait, was it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, true. And then best and worst. Man. Right. Right, Marvin. So, should I do it as season 1?
No, nothing. You do it as season 2, man. Because season 1, it needs some points for being it needs some points for being the start.
True, but we can't just go off of the fact that it was just because it was nostalgic. We have to be real. Like,
alright then.
At least I can say it got better each season.
Yeah, I think that's true. We can say that.
Should I start with the awards?
Yeah.
Right, so you ask me, and I'll go ahead and answer.
Alright. Welcome here to the MiraStar Podcast Award.
The awards
Marvin I.
Lovely. Let's see this award ceremony.
So the first award for the biggest forehead. Our nominations are Senator Cardew, Oliver Ring, Marvin I, 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 Marvin Oliver Ring. me, and Miracle. And the award for the biggest forehead is Miracle.
Senna. Senna got nominated for the biggest forehead on MiraStar Podcasts. Lovely. Right, what's the next?
The next one is the best episode,
The best episode.
and that award goes to
Season 4, episode 10's Derp Chirp.
yay!
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Right. We shall go
The
on
worst
to... Yeah?
An award for the worst episode is Miracle.
Season 1, episode 9's Combat Bullying with Graggy.
The most outrageous episode I've ever seen.
Yep.
That one, there was a violation, can't lie.
Damn.
Next one, the award for the best people in podcast are
The Derp Chirp cast.
yay!
Oof.
Which consists of Savio, Lucas, me, Oliver, Harry, and Miracle.
Lovely. Oof.
Next, the award for the shortest person is, please, Armando
and Theo.
and Theo, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Which one was taller?
I don't even know.
I'd say it was either one of them.
Yeah, it was definitely one of them.
Yeah. Lovely.
Right, next. The award for the tallest person at 6'3" goes to Lucas. It would have been Harry, but Lucas was big tall.
Wait, is Lucas taller than Harry?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's not 6'3", guys, but it's Lucas.
Hey, but
What are you saying?
oh yeah, he is.
He's not 6'3".
Yeah, but he's taller than Harry.
Yeah, but he's about, I don't know, 5'10", 10, 9. Right. Next category, young sir.
Young folksman.
Young folksman.
Young folksman. No, not the online group chat. I don't need to look at that. The biggest and the best Teletubby.
The award goes to
Oh.
Miracle. No, I'm joking. Oliver. Teletubby.
Oh.
Oliver. Teletubby. And another biased question that pinpoints to a Teletubby. Yeah. He's our only Teletubby that's featured on this podcast. But yeah, Oliver.
Yep. Right. The biggest NPC topic.
Oh.
The biggest NPC topic goes to
Climate change.
yeah, climate change.
Climate change. Yeah, I don't hear young people really talk about climate change. To be honest, young people still should be talking about climate change. Obviously, it's something that affects young people more than old people, anyways. So of all things, young people should be talking about should be talking.
Yeah, but I ain't vegan in it.
When you say you're not vegan, what's veganism got to do with climate change?
I don't
know. Okay. Anyways, what's the next one?
All right, next is the best Derp Chirp player.
Best Derp Chirp player.
And the award goes to
Miracle and Oliver.
and Oliver.
Yeah.
Because they won both.
Yeah. Because both of them have won. Oliver biasly, cough cough. And the thing is, every time I mention Oliver biasly won, Marvin has never denied it. I don't think
Mm,
he only denied it
because I know
at
it's
first.
false.
But he
Because because I know it's false. I just don't want to argue with it.
no, it's biased. Anyways, um, right. So, Marvin, where did we get up to?
I don't know.
Right. So, we finished the award. Did we finish the award ceremony? No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Right. So, next award.
Wait, we're close to ending though.
What?
We're close to ending. Yeah. Mm,
Huh?
next, we have the best to plan episode.
The best to plan episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the party games. Probably the party
Alright.
games because the episode. Oh, it was acting drama and Love Your Mama. That was nice, but that would be an honorable mention. But I think party games wins it overall because there was such little planning involved, like actual hard planning, but it ended up to be such a good long 2 hours episode, which was nice. So I think that. Move on.
Alright. Next is the biggest violation.
Something I said just about 50 minutes ago. Maybe not 50, but like 30 minutes ago. Senna, when we were talking about the World Cup and all that, and I said, if Senna's football skills were as good as his World Cup knowledge. But, sorry, Senna. Maybe next time, Senna. Maybe next time.
Violation.
Love, man. And it was so accidental as well. It just slipped.
Alright. Next was whoops. Next was the best people.
Best people. I think I already answered this one, and it was Derp Tripcast.
Yeah, but the best people overall in the podcast.
Like, as in one singular person.
No, both of no. The most legendary and the godlike people.
Oh.
That award goes to me and you for doing the podcast.
You and I. Because me and you, when it comes to the podcast specifically, we are the undisputed duo.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Uh-huh.
Undisputable means cannot be beaten, right?
Yep. I will never be beaten, especially in school. Right, bro. Just joking.
Yep. Miracle. Miracle.
Yeah, miracle.
Miracle. Okay, Marverical. Maverickle. Right, what's the next one?
Alright, let's move on to seasons.
Seasons.
The best season goes to...
the best season goes to season 3.
Yeah. Actually, a really good season, that.
Yeah, it brought in the likes of games and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Next, the worst season goes to...
Season 2.
Even though season 1 had some really bad episodes, season 1 also has some really iconic episodes.
Yeah, very nostalgic.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with season 1, obviously I have to be like more light on season 1 and more patient with it, because obviously that was my first episode, so I can't like hate on it. So
yeah,
there's I guess. Yeah. Like season 1, it had my own, like the terribly planned Victoria episode, the complicated Grady episode, the weird Natalie episode. It had a lot in it, but obviously that was my first season, so I can't be hard on myself, can't be harsh. So I have to just be, quite lenient.
Yeah.
Right. What's next?
The best and worst backgrounds. So the worst goes to season 1. I mean, we still some slack because it's the first one, but the background is mediocre. It's alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit plain, but
the best background goes to this season 5.
Season 5. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can see the season 5 background. at least it shows that the podcast has gotten better from like season 1 upwards, I guess.
Yeah.
Season 1 and beyond. So I guess that's nice. There's improvement each season. That's cool. Yeah. Anything else?
No, not really.
Oh wow, right. So let me go back onto the season thing. Let me go back onto the doc. Right. So episode 1. I want to leave a little space or a little segment to talk about episode 1. So the very first episode of MiraStar Podcasts. How was that for you?
Actually, it feels really good now that we look back at it. Wait, what is it today? Oh my god, miracle!
Yes.
2 years ago, literally on this day, we recorded episode 1.
Actually,
Yeah.
I thought it was the 16th of August.
No, it was 17th.
Actually,
Yeah.
are you sure it was 17th and not 16th?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because I remember these type of things.
Okay. I'll definitely go back and check because it was either 16th or 17th. But wow, I said a year ago today when this episode's been
2 years.
It's been 2 years. 2 years. So we just sat recording the podcast. Hey guys, hey we're fam, it's me. Okay, let me not start with the voices. Hey we're fam, it's me, and welcome to. I didn't even sound that high. Oh no, but my voice has changed. Your voice has slightly changed. Wow, that's 2 years ago. That just makes me sit and realize how much things have changed. That's really crazy.
No, because it was actually on this day as well. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Right. But yeah, see, episode 1, it was very, very nostalgic. I really enjoyed it. Is there any advice to you that you said in episode 1 that really sticks out?
Not really.
I don't really remember much of my advice either.
And I kind of don't really care about it though.
Yeah, I always mention bullies, and I'll be honest, there's no bullies.
You're the bully around here.
I'm not a bully, nah. But really, yeah, there's just generally no bullies. The whole talk about bullies, absolute nonsense. There's no, well, at least from me and Marvin, our experience specifically. I can't talk for everyone. We've not really encountered this whole bullying, blah 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 blah. Nah, there's no bullying. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is there any school advice you'd give now for those who are going to school?
Yeah, don't be like me in year 7.
And what were you like in year 7?
A big nerd.
Big nerd, goofball. I remember when you were competing with Kyle.
He's not Kyle apparently.
Yeah, you used to act like Snapchat AI.
Yeah, I was.
But yeah, that's it for the episode 1 talks. There's no big advice that I gave that sticks out to me. But my advice for those who are going into a new school is just focus on yourself. Oh yeah, I do remember. I used to always say, like, your first impression is the most important impression, because the way you conduct yourself at the start is the way people see you.
Yeah, that cost me to think.
Yeah, so for example, if you come into high school very egotistical, that's the kind of stain or that kind of mark you leave, and that's how people will just see you. But me, I came in with a person who had goals. We used to always talk about our goals, and I came in as a person with like value. Like, I know what I wanted to do, and me and you would strive to do it. Likewise, the podcast, you came up with the idea, I strived to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a determined person, and that's a trait of me I've kind of kept till now. Obviously, with being determined, you might get lazy at times, which is obviously something that's happened to me a few times. But yeah, that's advice I do really agree with now. Like, come into a new school how you want to be viewed permanently. Like, the way you act, like, let's say the first month of school, that's how people are going to see you practically for the rest of that school year, at least. The only time where you can do a big changeover is over the 6 weeks or over a small holiday. Yeah?
That's what I did. That's what I did. I could
That's what you
comfortably
did.
say that. I could comfortably say that that's what I did.
Yeah. And then you refurbished yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you leave a good mark. I always have this obsession with this thing called leave your mark and make your mark. No, it's make your mark. Make your mark. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Make a nice mark. You're going to make it a nice one. But yeah, right. Next segment is the seasonal finales. So Marvin, I'm going to talk about why we chose each, like, the person for, like, the episode. So why did we choose Enya and Freya?
Don't know.
I do not know. Enya, we just chose it because like primary and all that kind of thing, and why not? Freya, back up.
All right. Should I tell the story or not?
Do you want to? It's up to you. It's your story. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Miracle, you can decide because I don't really know.
I don't mind because the last season. If you're not gonna do it now, there is no other chance to. So this.
All right. So, it's gonna be so awkward, man. Bro, it for me was so. How did I even fall? God damn it. I don't know a miracle. So
Not really.
I don't know. Did you ever date anyone?
No, I don't do that.
Oh,
I'm a good boy and I focus on myself.
Alright then. So, me and Freya, Jesus Christ, we used to date. Yeah, it went on for about a month until we split. Don't talk about the reasons. I mean, I can because it's never gonna happen. Basically, apparently, I was spreading rumors. I don't really care. Anymore. I'm spreading rumors. And apparently, I was telling you, and apparently, you were being a big mouth, but you weren't. So, charge it, I guess. And now it's fine. We broke up. I don't care. Don't care. Yeah.
I remember this one time she walked into our phone.
Oh yeah.
But
you made it so delightful.
Were you spreading rumors?
No.
What was the rumor she was on about?
I was dating.
Well, that wasn't really a rumor, was it? It was true. But anyways, it's a bit weird. But anyways, yeah. We also had Rejoice for a seasonal finale, which was quite strange for Wars.
I mean, the only mutual connection he had with me was that he was in a.
Yeah, back in 70, I remember. 70, 80, 90, 100. Anyways, yeah, and then we also had, who else did we have for a seasonal finale? Messi. That was probably one of my favorite ones, episode 10s, because we did talked a lot about relating to school. That was nice. Anyone else for episode 10 that we did? Derb Chirp, obviously that's Derb Chirp. Any other episode 10s?
No.
Let me flick through. Cause I'm pretty sure we did do more for different episode 10s. I'm pretty sure. Well, this is one of the episode 10s. Then we also had Rejoice. Then we had Freya and Enya, and then we had Mercy. Well, I guess that's it for the episode 10s. And let's conclude. Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is gonna hurt. Wait, Miracle. First, I just follow my Chris.
What?
First, I just follow my Chris. This is gonna be very, very emotional.
Yeah, this is the very last MiraStar Podcast episode.
Alright, before you give out your quote, I should give out my little speech. Alright. I literally, out of my heart, I never did this before. But whoever's watching this right now, thank you for all the goddamn support, man. From episode 1, we got 56 viewers. Oh my god. That's so good. From episode 1, get into this groove with me and Miracle's squeaky ass voices to now Miracle's deeper voice and my still squeaky voice. Oh, and thank you so much for the support. I know I love this podcast so much from my heart. I love this so much. But unfortunately, everything good has to come to an end. So I changed a lot. I went from nerdy to slightly better. I don't know. Um, Miracle mm, went from became more open. Um, and yeah, it's gonna hurt so much, man. And the final quote is um from episode one to Oliver to Lucas to Harry to Samuel to anyone else who's in this podcast. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for being in this podcast. It felt so good to me that I actually proposed this idea. Thank you so much, Miracle. Thank you so much for this idea. Oh. And MiraStar Podcast, mm, you will never die in my heart. Never. Goodbye. And thank you.
Right. So, MiraStar Podcasts. I'm not going to do the quote just yet, but MiraStar Podcasts obviously has been a very, very interesting journey for me when it comes to editing, planning, finding the people, looking at the analytics, looking at who's watching it, looking at who's viewing it. It's been a very, very interesting experience for me, and it's been an experience I'll probably never forget. And the podcast has affected my life for basically the past 2 years. And just think about it, 10 weeks, 10 episodes, a season is 10 weeks. That is just over 2 months for the past 2 years. That is absolutely absurd. And the whole idea of having a podcast and making it last this long so consistently is so surreal that it just can't jigsaw puzzle its way into my head. It just feels so strange. And I've put in so much work and so much effort into this podcast, and I can gladly say with a smile on my face that the work you put in pays off. And when that work pays, trust me, it pays. Yeah. This podcast, it just feels so crazy to me that this is the very last episode. I don't think there'll be any more MiraStar podcasts. The reason why I decided to end it this season is because obviously as I'm getting older, I have different priorities, and for a podcast I enjoy doing so much, I don't want it to become a distraction or for it to kind of put the things I want to also do to a halt or to stop it or affect it in any way. So I've decided to end the podcast now. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the podcast. It's really nice. It's been such a wow experience for me. And me and Marvin worked so hard on this. And I'm so glad that Marvin couldn't come up with such an idea that was just mind-blowing. Yeah. I will start with the quote from MiraStar Podcasts Season 5, Episode 10. The discontinuation of a narrow stream, MiraStar Podcasts. That was the quote for Season 5, Episode 10. In fact, let me read it out again for the ones at the back. So MiraStar Podcasts Season 5, Episode 10 says, the discontinuation of a narrow stream, MiraStar Podcasts. Oof, that was nice. Marvin, this is your first ever actual MiraStar Podcasts quote. Do you have a quote for yourself, or?
I don't know. I just want to say thank you, man. If we come up with another idea to do for one last season to do a random sequel, then we might actually do it. But for now, it's stopping. MiraStar Podcast, a legendary journey. What kept me alive during year 7? What didn't make me a dumbass NPC if I was the last time? Oh, such a good time. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. But But I have to thank everyone for being in this podcast, for having the time and dedication that is in the podcast. Although although some episodes were bad, but I'm still grateful for the amount of time people were given with this podcast. And I'm very sorry if we annoyed you with this podcast. But we just thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you is the only two words that can actually form out my mouth properly. Thank you for the people who watch. I know it's not much, and that's why I kept going. Because the thing is with the podcast, I know it's not really a populist thing. Like, I don't make the podcast for views, and I hope I made that very, very, very clear. Because if I was to stop this podcast for views, there would not be a season 1, episode 2. I'm telling you that now. Yeah. There would not have
Hmm.
been 2 episodes of this podcast if I was to only do this podcast for views. I do not do this for views, yeah? I did this because of drive. I was determined to do it, yeah? Like, without, like, engaging with different people I don't speak too often and having a whole conversation with them for practically an hour over the same topic, that sounds boring. But this podcast taught me so many things. As I mentioned in this season's pilot, conversational skills. Being able to converse with someone the same hour, that it just sounds so bizarre. Like, it sounds boring. Like, it sounds like you just sit there like bread and yam and complain. Like, it doesn't sound like something you want to do. But this podcast taught me something. And the podcast taught me something that will like obviously continue to teach me forever. So thank you for the people that watch. Thank you for the people that I've done it with. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to Marvin. Thank you for Oliver, as except for Marvin, he is featured in the most MiraStar Podcasts episodes. I know it's only because he's Marvin's brother, yes, but obviously he's always been there for when I needed a person. Except from the useless MiraStar only episodes. Sorry. But Oliver's always been at least that backup person I can always put in an episode if, you know, unavailability of someone else's. Like if someone can't feature in an episode. But yeah, just thank
You
you,
will
yeah.
always be our sleeper bee.
And thank you to Marvin as well, yeah. Marvin,
Um,
obviously you did really, really well in helping form this podcast. You did such a good job that
no
words,
problem. If Miracle, I shall repeat. Miracle, I thank you for this opportunity, man. This podcast made me go into YouTube. Like I can say that comfortably. This podcast made me go into YouTube. This podcast boosted my confidence a lot when it comes to my voice, comes to my like all that stuff.
yeah. Because I know you, at first, I remember I did ask you about, why haven't you done YouTube? And you were telling me it was something linked to voice. And this podcast helped you find your voice. Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Like, thank you. Yeah.
And now we shall conclude it. Thank you, Marissa Podcast, for everything. But unfortunately, it has to end.
And
We
thank you to
shall.
myself as well, because
Yeah.
thank you to myself as well. I'm just that guy. Yes, I will still keep it. Yes, I'm still that
And thank you
stress.
for Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Miracle will still have you in your brain.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So, okay, let me just repeat that quote again. MiraStar Podcast's last and final quote is: "The discontinuation of a narrow stream, MiraStar Podcasts." Thank you guys for being a part of Mirror Fam, or whatever that is. And yeah, Marvin, any last final words?
Thank you, and may God keep you alive. Goodbye.
May God bless you all. Amen. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys. Oh, I'm not seeing any of you guys in any other episode.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. And this is MiraStar Podcast's final season and final episode. Goodbye.
Bye bye.